Yo, we are live again. The JetSet podcast back for another week. Heading into free agency. A lot to talk about. We have a lot of free agency rumors, some draft hype, and we're gonna open it up to the people tonight for a little bit. So lock in with us and let's go. Ready?
Ready?
Jet
Jet
set.
set.
Go.
Go, 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 go. Now to the mall.
Loud one down the right side at the goal line, leaving attempt. Oh, it's free ball. Oh, it's a Jet
Never too
touchdown.
nose. Pack my bags and go, 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 go. Serve me a break at the stove. Looking like a track in the post. Go, 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 go. From the hills to the moon. Yeah, baby, yeah, we go like don't go. Yeah, in this world, everything's so mold. Yeah, behind this wall, there is no photos. Jump on this bitch, go, go, yeah. Across my neck, yeah, go, go. Watch how you go, hey, yeah, Ocho. I need some more, hey, yeah, pronto. Jumped out the coupe.
Knocked away by Sauce Gardner.
Smoking cookie in Atlanta, everywhere you want recreation. You already know we made it. We ain't even gotta say shit. Some of the trap will lick, some of the trap will fake it. Junior say I'll bring the pay out, bring the pay out.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What it do? It is your boy Brent, aka Take Flight _ today. Joining me each and every week, my dog Alan, aka nyjetsplanet. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. We are heading into an exciting week, probably one of the more exciting weeks of Jet fandom every year, which is sad to say, but we are here yet again. Free agency is in T minus 7 days, 6 days. And with this new regime, it's an exciting time for us to talk about who we're looking to bring into the team. The combine just ended, so it's a lot of draft hype, a lot of draft rumors too. So going into this week of free agency, how you feeling, Alan? Man, what's the vibe?
I'm feeling pretty good myself. I think we're finally gonna see the first few. I know there's a lot of talks on like, oh, Moogie and Glenn are set up for failure. So and honestly, I think it's ridiculous that we're even at that stage. It's only been a month, not even.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good time to like finally just see like what is their strategy going into next year. I think we all have different opinions and different ways we're thinking about it, but we can actually see it firsthand in the upcoming week. So I think there's a lot to be excited about, a lot to see. A lot of moves I'm looking for, a lot of moves I'm looking against. So I mean it's always good vibes.
Yeah, this is the time where Jets fans kind of either on this boat or you're on this boat, and it's kind of like a civil war kind of as far as players that we want, where we want the team to do or to go as far as people to bring in and things like that. And this here's a lot of options. We have plenty of options as far as just free agents that could possibly come into the building. We have a few holes, that we have on the team that we're looking to fill. So it's really, kind of up in the air, with everything at this point. We're not solely linked to one free agent. So it's going to be a good or an intriguing, I would say, week ahead of us.
Definitely an intriguing one.
Yeah, definitely intriguing. But yeah, no, I guess to start off, we do have a few holes, one being the quarterback position. On offense, we have the quarterback, wide receiver, and some would argue that we need to add to our offensive line as well. So, it's a lot of different ways we can go in free agency. The draft, of course, is another avenue for us to look at adding those pieces. But we'll start off with this question from my dog Warren. You know, who do we want the most going into this free agent period? You know, where are we? You know, where's your mind at?
What's the first signing? What does the first signing have to be, basically?
Yeah. First signing, like first, like the one that'll make you be like, yes, okay, all right, I'm good with whatever else, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I guess I'll let you answer it, and then I'll follow up.
I have a feeling we have the same answer in this one.
Yeah.
So like,
Probably.
I kind of want to add. I want to have a different name, but I'll just throw it out.
Yeah.
I generally do think Fields at least gives you the chance to have a season that's watchable.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm actually not mad at starting Tyrod, but I think almost any other name you could point out as a quarterback in this free agency class is Boo Boo. It's Boo Boo. It's bad. It's unwatchable. Like I generally, like, if we sign a guy like Marcus Mariota, I know there's like cases being made on Twitter, but I'd probably just turn my TV off. I do what Kendrick said. I would be turning my TV off. Literally. Because I can't do it. I can't do a whole season of Marcus Mariota. Could he be decent? Maybe. I personally, I don't care enough to sit there and watch it. So I'll probably just keep on moving. So I think, I'm not saying Fields would come in. I think that's where I think a lot of people are wrong. Where a lot of people are like, oh, like everyone thinks Fields is great. I don't think Fields is a great quarterback. And like, my thing is, he's what, 25, 26.
Yeah.
He's the only one in his class outside of like Sam Darnold, who's about to get paid. That can be relatively cheap and has the potential to at least be something. Like, is he something?
Yeah.
Like, if let's say he's good, that's great. You know, you got like a solid QB. You know, you build around him. If he sucks, great. You have ammunition to just draft a quarterback next year. Like, it's a win-win situation. At least you can watch it though.
Yeah, it's a win-win, and I definitely agree. My top free agent option is Justin Fields, and one, yes, because of all those things that you named as well. But he gives us you know, something that's watchable, but also it's the potential for me, right? Because we've seen the potential with Justin Fields with the Bears, where he's putting up numbers but losing games, right? We just saw it last year with the Steelers, where he was 4-2. He was winning games, right? And they bench him. So it's like, okay, we see the potential there. So bringing him on with us, especially with him going to college with Garrett Wilson, I feel like that whole QB wide receiver relationship from college thing is so underrated. You know, we see it with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And I know that's like the main thing people like, you know, look at, or like the main example people like compare that to. But, you know, players that play together in college have they have good chemistry, right? It can, you know, blossom into something that, you know, we never would expect. So yeah, that's the reason I really want him here, because one, Garrett Wilson is going to automatically, like, you know, have that familiarity, you know, with him. A lot of people were saying that Garrett and Aaron Rodgers, they were trying to figure it out on the fly and everything. But, you know, with Fields, you know, and honestly, I was watching his highlights from this past year, and I'm like, oh, it's not like he makes dumb decisions, right? Like, if it's not there, he tucks it, runs it, you know, he can take a hit, you know, and it's we haven't had a dual threat quarterback in, you know, you can call Zach Wilson a dual threat quarterback, but I didn't view him as that.
I say Sam was more dual threat than
Sam
Zach.
was more, and Sam wasn't even that, you know, much of a mobile guy, you know. So yeah, like that's my top option, because I think that right there, you know, kind of makes his team a little more entertaining to watch. And it's not like Justin Fields is like a rookie. Like, he's a vet now, you know, like he knows how to win games. You know, he knows what to do, and, you know, when you know, situational, you know, opportunities, he knows how to act. So yeah, you know, that relationship between him and Garrett, I can see it already, you know, him and Garrett linking up in the off season, and, you know, coming together and having a practice and doing those things as boys like they were at Ohio State. So yeah,
Yep.
I definitely think we need to do a threat quarterback for sure. So yeah, that's my top option, man. Justin Fields would be dope. I have a gut feeling that the Steelers, kind of swoop him up, but if I'm him, I test the market because like you were saying, they benched me, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I can't imagine, like, how do you trust a coach? And mind you, it's the same coaching staff as it was last year. Arthur Smith is still going to be offensive coordinator. Thomas is the head coach. They basically told him after he went 4-2 that he was not good enough, to the point where they went and just started Russ after him not even playing a snap before that. Pretty much, like, all he had was practice reps. So, like, to me, like, that was borderline disrespectful.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
to not even bring Russ back at that point. Like to me, I thought that was just a very I don't know who made that call. I don't know. I don't think there's much long-term thought put into it. Like I don't like, maybe they thought like, oh, let's see if Russ can win us past a playoff game, and then he didn't. So then I was like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. But I don't know. I can't imagine a team does you like that and you don't at least test the market. Like, you don't owe them anything, honestly.
Right. It's no loyalty there because they didn't show any loyalty to you when you were when you were up, right? So
Yeah.
if I'm Justin, I say, and I'm not sure what he's commanding in the market. I can't imagine it be a crazy number, right? Because
I can't even imagine it being over. Like, I think max, and this is like crazy situation, is somewhere around 20 mil. But I still don't even think that's like 20 mil guaranteed. It's like 20 mil with incentives.
right, yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like again, he's a cheaper option. You know, he's not Sam Darnold who's commanding a bag, and I feel like any other quarterback that's not named Sam Darnold, shouldn't really command a bag in this free agent market this year.
Yeah.
So, and he's the best one out of the bunch in my opinion. So, I love Jameis. I love me a Jameis, but Justin Fields, come on, come back. Come on, come
James
back
is gonna be the death of me, man.
Yeah. I love look, I love Jameis. I love him.
I just have a feeling it might just end up being him, and it's gonna piss me off, man.
I mean, look, if it is, I just hope we draft a possible option in the draft as far as quarterback goes. One of those, mid round guys that has a potential to be something greater.
I'm still naming Dylan Gabriel. I know.
Dylan Gabriel,
yeah. I know draft tends to change over time. The more you see. I know we just saw the combine last week, so you look at different guys. Like I know, like I actually wasn't against Will Howard not too long ago, but then after seeing his combine, I was like, like the throws, I was like,
that
he does give me, he does give me a little bit more like long-term backup. But like sometimes too, it's like how much stock do you want to put into like somebody throwing in a combine performance with receivers they've never played with before? It's hard. It's hard. So you kind of have to take what you take with it, and that's why a lot of the top QBs don't do it, and a lot of the top players don't do this type of stuff. Is because you get people like me that overanalyze it. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it helps though, because on the flip side, honestly, Dart, I wasn't viewing him as highly, but then he had a great performance. So like now I'm like I'd be shocked if he made it outside the top 15.
Yeah, and like we had called this a while ago. We knew that Dart was a name floating around that people were hyping up and just very much hopping on that bandwagon. But now, especially after the combine, it's looking like he's going to be one of those guys that goes top 12, top 15, like you said. I hope it's not us that draft.
He might even go high. He might even go higher than Shedeur Sanders at this point. That's how crazy it's getting.
That's what this season is about, because it's always somebody that gets pushed up in the ranks. I'm not sure if if he'll be the guy to actually like come through with the promise, because I mean he has the swag, he has the moxie of a starting quarterback, Josh Allen like, if you will, but we'll see how it goes. I just hope we're not the ones that pull that early plug on him, because I don't want to do that. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think I would hate it. Like, I think it's similar to how I felt about Bo Nix last year with the Broncos, and then he panned out. So I wouldn't necessarily be against it. Like, I'm someone who's like, even if I feel like I am against it, I'll at least see it through before I'm like, yep, that was a bad decision. Like, even like right now, I'm not against any of the top three under certain circumstances, I would say. Like Jackson Dart, I probably wouldn't start him day one, but I don't mind the potential there. Shador, I'm not gonna lie, like I would never draft him in the top three, but like at 7, I don't know why, but it intrigues me. Like if he somehow was there at 7, just because I feel like he has such an ego that like it would kill him if he was picked 7, and that he would want to prove people wrong so badly that it's it ultimately fuels him to be a good quarterback, even if he had none of it before. So I generally sometimes like when guys get humbled like that, I tend to like them a little bit more. But I mean, you never know. Honestly, I generally still, even with that, I don't see Shador making it past the Giants. Like, unless the Giants take Dart.
I don't see him making it past the Raiders. The Giants, I feel like the Giants could look in the free agent market to sign a quarterback, and then from then.
But who, Sam?
They'll be a little more flexible. I mean, it could be Aaron Rodgers. It could be somebody.
Aaron Rodgers, like Aaron Rodgers is a long-term move.
Yeah.
So
but it's like that whole coaching staff, and they're not in a long-term, I guess, deal anyway. Like
that's true.
Like I feel like they really have like this 1 year to really figure it out. So why set the franchise up for the future and then have to bounce if it doesn't work out?
I think the reason you do it is just because, like, unless you're just saying there's no shot at making it past this year anyways, like you also don't want to. And it's the same thing with JD, where it's like, why does he get a left tackle last year, or that was not even going to start right away? Because it's like you don't want to take on a team like if it does happen, you don't want to take on a team that's ass. You want your team to still have the mold of a team you'd want to take ownership over. Otherwise, you're just pushing the problems down, and then if not this year, the next year you're getting fired. So with that said, I don't see the Giants. And plus, also, I think if nothing else, I think the Giants take a quarterback just because a lot of times when you have a quarterback and they just show a little bit of promise, it keeps everyone in the building. Sometimes. Yeah. Just because it's like, oh, like this guy, the guy looks like he could pan it. Like, you draft like I'm sure if they drafted Jaden Daniels, like it'd be a whole different contract situation last year.
Yeah.
So
for sure. Yeah, that's the thing about that. But I'm intrigued to see how all these dominoes fall, because they've been talking about the Jets, trading up to 1 for Cam Ward, and hey, I'm not against that. All right, like if we don't get Justin Fields, if we miss out on him, and we're like, okay, because free agency happens before the draft, so if we miss out on Justin Fields, or Justin Fields re-signs with Pittsburgh, or he signs elsewhere for more money, and now we're just like, okay, backs on the wall, F it, trade up to 1, get Ward. I wouldn't, that shows me that we're trying to win, right now and for the future. So, I mean, it's that option is it's always lingering in the back of my head whenever I think about this draft and this free agency. Like, if we don't get our guy at quarterback in free agency, I wonder if that's going to push us to trade up to number 1.
Yeah, I think also too, beyond just us, it depends on where other guys go to in free agency. Like, where does Sam go? Sam has large implications on what happens in the draft, because if either the Giants, Raiders, I don't think the Browns even have the money to do it, but even maybe the Titans, I don't know if the Titans are even in on it, but I've heard a lot of Giants and Raiders, I guess, like noise about Sam Darnold. does that change their perspective on drafting a quarterback? Most likely, especially if he gets the contract that many are expecting him to get. But I'm also hearing that his contract may not be huge because everyone looks at him as more of like a short term, like bridge quarterback. You know, I even heard him I know Schefter even mentioned, the Vikings might work it out with him. I don't think that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
It makes no sense for anybody, in my opinion, unless he's like, oh yeah, we could win a Super Bowl next year. But like that is ridiculous logic, unless they do just give him a bunch of incentive money. But
Sam is in a weird spot because he can stay with the Vikings and they can kind of play it out, see how it goes, and then plug in McCarthy whenever, like throughout the season, maybe trade Sam mid-season.
But like, why would you do like why would you even do that though? Like, why would you go to a situation where they might trade you mid-season? Not when you can get a bag, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying you're gonna get like a major bag, but like you can at least get a 2 to 3 year contract from like the Raiders or even the Giants, because I think the Giants could be desperate enough just to have like a decent enough year. And you get Neighbors over there. You got Neighbors and Bowers at both situations. So not like fully perfect, but good enough, with the right money.
And this is all gonna I guess come to light next week, and that's what I can't wait for, right? I can't wait for it for like those dominoes to fall, because the Stafford domino, that was just like that was a lone domino, like it wasn't much of a big domino. It was just like okay, all right, I guess they're just bringing the guy back. But once these other dominoes start falling, we're gonna see a lot of other different ones start to fall for sure. But let me bring up this graphic heading into free agency, I guess. Who are, I guess, some guys that we are you would want to add? And because right now our wide receiver room is very, very, very thin. It's Garrett Wilson and then Malachi Corley.
Hey, whoa, hold on. Put some respect on Corley's name.
Malachi. I mean, look, the last time I saw him with the ball in his hands, I'm pretty sure he dropped it before the goal line, before he got in there. So he needs to put some respect on his name first. But I like him.
He's young. He's young. It's rookie year. I'm not gonna put too much like I feel like the only reason I'm not gonna get too down on him too early is because we did the same exact thing with Will McDonald a year ago, and then he breaks out this year. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt until he really just over time continues to prove that he's not good.
If we can use Malachi Corley or find a role for him on this offense, if our coaches look at him and are like, we can use him as a weapon here, and we actually have a coaching staff that knows what to do with him, I'm all for it, because that opens up a whole nother bag of tricks, in my opinion, because he was getting the Debo comps, coming out of college. I still think he has that, because even on the touchdown he scored, it was on a reverse, and he took that. So
he just made a bad decision. It was what it was, and then basically the whole Tate thing came in, and then I felt like Roger was like, all right, none of this shit no more.
No, don't even try it. As soon as Tate came in, everything was just.
There was no run game, no nothing. It was just the Rodgers and Tate show.
It was now I feel like we can kind of get back to team ball and scheme ball, team and scheme. So I'm excited to see it, but our wide receiver room is thin, all right, because Devontae Adams, news this week, he's getting released. Lazard, we gave him permission to seek a trade, which technically means you're cut, right? Because teams
it doesn't necessarily mean only thing I will say to that is that not 90% of the time is that player thinks that they can get X money on the open market and they think they're X good, and then sometimes it just takes looking at the market to be like, oh wow, who want me? Nobody. Or whatever is out there isn't really a better situation. Like, are there good teams that want you, even at that minimum? Like, do they even want you on the team?
Right.
So
Most of the time when teams request somebody, you know, to or give somebody permission to, seek a trade, most teams don't fall for that bait, and they're just like, man, he
yeah,
don't get traded. They're like, we'll just wait for him to be released. So
yeah,
that's how I'm looking at it. And if so, it's just gonna be Garrett, sitting there in that wide receiver room. But looking at these,
yeah.
I mean, we already named our quarterbacks that the quarterback that we like. But looking at these wide receivers, who on this list kind of intrigues you? Like when you look at it and adding them to this offense.
Yeah, I know it's not like the sexy move, but I'm gonna still say Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because you have the familiarity with the scheme. He was just with the Lions this past year. I know a lot of people were just talking about like just the type of leader and person he is, especially in that locker room. So I think they're gonna want a guy like that to bring over, especially he's probably
Yeah.
gonna come relatively cheap. I mean, granted, I don't know what we're gonna do in the draft, but if we don't, I honestly I don't think we're gonna trade up to number 1, but
Yeah.
most likely we stay at 7. I don't think we're gonna be really able to trade back. That's only because I don't see anyone trading up to 7. I think we're just out the range of like line of fire for like those like really top prospects like Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
So like no quarterback, none of those. So I think we end up just taking another weapon. So I don't think they go crazy trying to get like DK Metcalf. I don't even think DK Metcalf comes here, but I do think they get someone like a Tim Patrick and then try to double down in the draft and either get like another weapon or maybe even another offensive lineman.
Yeah, offensive lineman is never a bad move in my opinion. So,
Amen.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what they had in the Lions.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Ted McMillan though, that's a big name. But on this wide receiver list, who I really like, who I think is a sleeper, is Nick Westbrook Akeem. He's from the Titans. He was a very underutilized piece in that offense, but he had a run last year of like 6-7 games, maybe even more, where he every time he got the ball thrown to him, it was a catch, and he was scoring. He had like I want to say 6 to 8 games in a row where he scored a touchdown, but that was a dead offense. But he was the only lone piece that was producing, and you give him somebody, or you put him in an offense where he's a true number 2, and an offense where that's actually a little bit more functional. I think he's a great option to add to this team, especially in an up and coming team. I don't know. Yeah, I just like him as an wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 option up here. That's like that would be a pleasant addition in my opinion. Yeah, all these other guys. I mean, I like them. I definitely love Tim Patrick because of the familiarity with the Lions offense. Josh Palmer, it's like he doesn't do it for me, but like I would understand if we signed him. He's just, I don't know. He's just one of
He's
those.
25, right?
He is. He's young. He's young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't.
I mean, I
wouldn't
think.
mind that.
Yeah, I think it's more of like he gives you like 500-600 yards a year.
Yeah.
Like kind of like it raises the floor in comparison to the other guys in the room. I still think they go after Tim Patrick first, unless for some reason someone's either able to outpay. I don't even know what the numbers are for any of these guys. I mean, I wouldn't go and be paying like 10+ million for a guy. Honestly, especially in this class, like it's not really a lot of names even worth over 10 million.
I'll pay Chris Godwin 10 million.
No, I wouldn't.
I would. I'll do it.
The reason I wouldn't is because he's coming off the injury.
Yeah, nasty one too.
Is he going to be ready for the season?
He should be, because that injury happened, I think, a little before midseason, or a little after midseason, around that time. So, I mean,
I don't know. 29 injury. like more times than not, like when guys are old and they get injured, they don't come back as strong. So that's why I just personally I would stay away from it. Plus, I think he's going to want to go towards a contender. I'd rather not just overpay a guy to try to force them to come here. But like I get it. I think the talent obviously there. Obviously, if you can get him back at the level of speed he was before the injury. So I mean, I get it.
So it's like, what do you look for in a wide receiver 2? Because for me, I feel like a wide receiver 2, I need to see like that 700-800 yard, 5-6 touchdown number. That's my ideal wide receiver 2. And it's like from Tim Patrick kind of down, it's like we don't really see that from them in their roles that they've been in. But maybe are we saying that coming here that's going to be attainable? Darius Slayton, I feel like is the only one up there that's a true wide receiver 2 that's been a wide receiver 2 role his whole career. So yeah, like what do you look for in a wide receiver 2? Because that's what I look for when I'm looking at this list.
Yeah, I think I look at it as in like I think you have 2 routes. You could either just go like regardless. I don't think anyone you get off a free agent, like I don't think you're gonna get a wide receiver in free agency that is elite or like is gonna be a really good like a wide like because more times than not, if you're not gonna have an elite quarterback, you kind of want your wide receiver 2 to really be like a wide receiver 1A or 1B, one or the other. Yeah. I don't think you're getting that free agency because if a guy really was that and wasn't like super old, they most likely wouldn't have been cut or just in free agency to begin with. Guys, like good teams don't let go of good players. With that said, I think when you're looking at free agency, I don't like personally. I'm not looking at a guy to be the wide receiver 2 specifically, or like a wide receiver 3. Ideally, if you can get a wide receiver 3 with some wide receiver 2 upside, great. Like I think personally, that's the best thing you can do in free agency. Try to get a guy like that. Just to, again, you're getting a 4 for like your room. You don't know exactly how the draft's gonna fall. Yeah, you can get there and T-Mac goes 1 because sometimes the draft gets crazy. I don't think that would ever happen, but like the draft is a huge unknown. But like you look at it, you have Corley. In one way, you're like, all right, let's try to develop him. Let's get a guy like Tim Patrick, and then in my opinion, you're gonna draft one. And then just at that point, it's more development on Corley and whoever you draft, wherever you draft them. And you're really hoping that one of them kind of gets to that real wide receiver 2 role. I think that's your best bet. And I say but like I think that's the Jets' best bet at this point, rather than trying to get a guy. Like I don't think any guy here is going to give you true wide receiver 2 production at this point of their career.
Right, and that was the thing I was looking at when when the list was made. I'm like, who can give me a solid 800 plus yards? That's what I want from a wide receiver 2. Somebody who can get me that solid 800 plus. I mean, we had having Devontae and Garrett last year was like the most dream scenario, and we still couldn't win games. But in an average situation, the wide receiver 2 on a successful offense should be having like 800 plus, like how Addison was doing, right? Like Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson.
Especially when you don't have an elite quarterback.
Yeah. So for me, it's like and okay. So somebody in here also said, trade for Olave, right? I didn't, and he's not a free agent, but the Saints might be looking to unload as well, and that would be interesting right there, right? Like now, if the Jets make that trade for Olave, or maybe they sign one of these guys, maybe they sign a Tim Patrick, they keep Corley, they don't get their wide receiver in the first round, and they trade for Olave, instead of taking a wide receiver in the third round or something like that,
I will say, if somehow they just can keep their first round draft pick and get Fields and Olave, it'd be really fun. I just think there's no way in hell the Saints are giving Olave to us. Not unless we give them way over value of whatever he's worth.
Third round pick?
Or no. They drafted him in the first round. They're not taking a third round pick. And I think that's the realistic aspect of it. Like, even if you gave him a second round pick, they might look at it as like he was our first round pick. So I don't think they just like, and yeah, I know someone said like Olave has issues, and yeah, he might, but like, when you draft a guy first round, you're basically saying like I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt more likely than not. And they have the same office that drafted him. I don't think they give him away for nothing. I think it starts at a second round pick. Even with injuries and stuff like that, I think it starts with a second round pick. And even then, I don't know if that gets it done. Maybe like a second plus another. And again, I don't even know if that gets it done. But yeah, I think obviously Fields, Olave, and Garrett. That's
has Olave made the Pro Bowl? Has he been like a first team? Those are the things that people look at when they're trading for somebody. Like, are you giving us an All Pro? Are you giving us a Pro Bowler? Are you just giving us somebody that's had 1,000 yards a couple times and injury concerns, right?
I mean, he had 2 years with 1,000 yards. First round draft pick. Like, it's like the same thing when people were like, "Oh, I want Garrett for a second round pick," and they're like, "Well, Garrett hasn't been like the wide receiver one we thought he was." Like, we're not giving him up for a second round pick. Like, you got to put yourself in the other team's situation, especially they're already like in like I think if anything, they trade him because they are like, we're not gonna be able to pay him. that's more so why they trade him.
I mean,
because their cap situation is very weird.
That's a great reason,
I just don't know if that happens this year. Maybe like in the weird case where like Fields come here and he does really great, and then next year Olave's still having some like injury concerns and like he's up there like, oh, we're not paying this guy if he's not going to be available. I can see it happen next year because now you're really talking contract.
Or maybe like a mid-season trade or something, like a mid-season block. Not even a blockbuster.
Yeah, that's also possible. But, their season doesn't go well, and they're really trying to tank for Arch. That could also happen.
Arch with the Saints, that would be like a full circle moment for them. So, now that's what I'm thinking about. Like, let's just say Olave, he's having a down year. Saints aren't going nowhere with their new coach. Ship him off, see what we can get for him right now. Right, mid-season trade. We could use. We're doing okay with Garrett, Tim Patrick, and Corley, but it's not enough.
Yeah, but like also don't forget we do have pick 7. So like the other part is like who do we draft? Like obviously we're not making that trade if we get T-Mac. We could make that trade if we got Tyler Warren, but like that's a lot of mouths to feed. That's a lot of mouths to feed. Olave, Garrett, Tyler Warren. Which granted, like that's the type of offense that I would give Fields just because crap. If you fail in that, then you really aren't the guy. But at the same time, it's like, do you want to go all in like that when your quarterback is Fields? And I mean, granted, like midseason, I could see it because if you get to midseason and you have a winning record, maybe you do make a move like that, so you can just like really try to make a run. So I think the first step is just kind of seeing who we end up getting.
Yeah, and I mean Olave for a 4th or 5th. I mean, honestly, man, it's like some of these pros. That's the average they're going for now. Like pros that are kind of past, not past their prime, or just haven't done much in the league, or have these concerns that this baggage with them. They're going for 4 or 5s. Like we're rarely seeing, good players get traded for, second round. Debo just went for what, a 5th round pick?
Yeah, but Debo's older and he's coming off a bad year. Oh, not bad year, but like a injured/down year.
See, but that's crazy to me though, because Olave is coming off an injured year.
But Debo has the contract. Olave is still in a rookie contract. It's a little different.
Okay. See, okay. Well, that's
like if Olave had a really bad contract like Debo did, like Commanders took on all of his contract along with like this is 2 years now of Debo not producing the way he was when he got the contract. So I'm sure, like I said, if Olave, like let's say he gets hurt in training camp and he's out for the first few weeks and the Saints are losing and they're trying to tank, I could generally see that happen trade deadline.
Yeah.
And I can see it happen for like a 3rd, to be honest, at that point. But in the off season, it's a little different.
Yeah. All right.
Because everyone thinks their team is great and it's going to change and things are going to turn around.
June the GM drops in here, says give us Cooper to help Wilson develop more. I mean,
Cooper,
wait,
like Amari
like
Cooper.
Cooper, yeah, Amari Cooper. I mean, that's what I'm assuming he's meaning, not Cooper Cup, but Cooper. I mean, Amari Cooper. That's interesting because he might not want a crazy bag right now, right?
I don't think he wants to
Um,
play for the Jets though.
I mean, yeah. He means he's talking about Amari Cooper. Yeah, that's. But where else can he really? I mean, I guess he can go anywhere he wants to, but uh, if he wants to leave the Bills, I mean, going to the Jets would be crazy, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And someone
Amari
also
Cooper.
asked if we think we're gonna get Stephon Diggs. So I think that kind of is similar for the most part.
Yeah. Stephon, I feel like a healthy Stephon Diggs is a much is a crazy weapon to have though, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um
but like I think in both situations, I do think it's sad, but like given how we just fell apart in the past year, I don't think we're gonna be a team that most guys are gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to go there, especially with all the stuff that just came out with Woody and the owner. I don't think that helps us in free agency, to be honest.
yeah.
So I don't think you're looking at big names like a Stephon Diggs or Amari Cooper just because I think they're gonna want more of a championship caliber team, most likely, or at least playoff
Yeah,
caliber team
contender,
that they
contender,
know they
yeah.
could win with. Yeah, either that or you're overpaying them a lot. I think
Hmm.
those like guys in the end of their career, that's typically what they go for. Either pay
Hmm.
me more than I'm worth, or give me a chance to go get a ring before I call it quits.
Yeah, if Jerry Jones is smart, he'll sign Amari back.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, if he's
I,
smart,
I
he'll
was
do that.
thinking he'd get Stephon Diggs to go put him with Trayvon.
Uh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, like they both be on the same team finally. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be yeah. But we 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 low key got robbed of seeing them play against each other last year. So that's
Yeah.
that's what that's what I want to see. My dog E, appreciate you, bro. Y'all hearing, man? Pound that like button real quick. Subscribe. Hit that
Follow
like
on
button.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Follow on
follow us on IG.
yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. All that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's so many wide receiver free agent options that we really just have to kind of pick and choose. We really don't want to overpay for a wide receiver too, and I feel like a lot of these guys on this list,
Yeah.
especially on that left side, are going to, demand, you know, double digit, per year money just because they're older. They're looking for something a little more guaranteed. Whereas the guys, you know, uh, halfway down the middle and to the right of that wide receiver list can, you know, can work off of a prove it deal because, Nick Westbrook, I think he was going to pay like 1.2 million last year. Tim Patrick, he's barely getting paid 2 mil. So it's like we can get a lot of like good pieces for a cheaper price, you know,
Mm.
because Garrett is our guy, right? We don't want anybody to come in here and be the wide receiver one. We already have that. So yeah, but I think it all starts with the quarterback, though. It all starts with signing the guy that we need at quarterback, and I love Justin Fields. So I think that's
Shit.
the one domino I want to fall before any of this, right?
Well,
Because yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just
no,
a
you're good. Yeah.
new report just came in that apparently an eye to keep on for the Raiders is Geno Smith due to the Pete Carroll connection. So I
Like
like
because
again,
like
like
his
the only
trade,
reason I say that right
right?
now is because that'd be interesting because the Raiders are ahead of us, and like that takes off. I don't know if that takes off QB for them. Pete Carroll does give me the type of guy that would just get Geno and then try to get another weapon for him.
Yeah. Or like imagine uh like Shador behind Gino, you know?
I personally, I think that's the best combo. Like if you can get if you can get a guy like Shador, but then not have to start him right away, you can get a guy like Gino, so he can develop. So I'm always curious about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting for sure. The tackles, I'm not really sold on like this tackle group. I say let's just resign Morgan Moses and
if you can
run it back. I mean, $5 million. That was his.
He has to want to be back though.
Yeah, you're right.
Like when I say if you can't, like literally, if he even wants to be here, but if he's cool being here, 100% get Morgan Moses, just because I mean obviously maybe a little worried about like injury concerns, but outside of that, not too worried about it. Get Morgan Moses and then just go draft somebody. It gives you at least doesn't make you need to draft somebody like round 1 specifically, but like you could try to go draft someone round 2, 3, and have them develop behind him, hopefully.
Yeah, that's gonna be the key. I'm not sure how deep the O-line class is this year, but if we, it's I really don't know where we're going in the first round, what we're gonna do at pick 7 or what we're gonna do trading up wise, but it's a lot of options. Tyler Warren is also an option that people keep on looking to the Jets. We last year we chose the protection over the playmaker as far as like Olu and Brock Bowers. This year it might be in the same boat, choosing a protector or a playmaker, and I feel like it should be the playmaker again. Tyler Warren is a guy that I feel like man, like looking at his tape, it's like okay, he could be the next Brock Bowers in his class. How y'all feel about Tyler Warren?
Man, and like
hold on, your camera's off.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, I can't see you.
That's weird. I can see everyone here. How about now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. The thing about Tyler Warren is that I think the part that intrigues me is about how much of an all-around weapon he is. Like you see him running the ball. He was a QB that turned tight end. So he has a little bit of arm, and he could throw a little bit. He could do a little QB sneak. He could do a little he blocks well. He has great size. He seems like he could run all the routes. Like he seems like just one of those guys that could just kind of do it all. So I always love guys like that. I know a lot of comps. I mean, granted, it's not a great comp, but I know someone said he's like what's the guy from the Saints? Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill,
yeah. He's like a rich guy, Taysom Hill, and I'm like, I could see it, like just in the way he does it all.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a true. I know someone said Warren reminds him of Shockey, but I don't think there's a true like comp for him, and I think that's a good thing. I think the real greats, it's like you couldn't even say like who could they really be because it's like they're just their own person once they get there. Like there's I would say I've never seen a wide receiver like Justin Jefferson before Justin Jefferson. Like I wouldn't be able to comp him with somebody.
Right. Yeah, no, he's different. So yeah, no, I mean it's a lot of options on offense, or as far as wide receiver goes, at least that the Jets can dip into. But shifting over to the defensive side, it's a lot of options here as well. I have our needs as D tackle, cornerback, and safeties. Right. It's a lot to kind of unpack because it's on everything, just on every level, just D-line, corner, safety, like literally everything on defense.
What do we need? A QB, a wide receiver, offensive lineman, a defensive tackle, safety, a corner. And shit, you need a whole football team.
Yeah, and see at 7, we could draft Will Johnson as well. So it's like, all of these needs that we have, we can fill it by drafting, but we only have one pick. in the first round. So you
the
know,
first round.
yeah. So it's like, it could be Mason Graham for that D tackle. It could be Will Johnson. It could be Ted McMillan. It could be Tyler Warren. To fill those pass catchers.
You can
It's
fill
really up in
all
the
of it
air.
by just drafting well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
Like
it's
finally
like,
hit on a mid-round draft pick.
yeah, or if we just have 3 first round picks, like that one year where we just hit on all of them. But I think we definitely dip into the safety bucket in free agency, because it's not going to be a lot of safeties that drop to us in the second and third rounds. I mean, there might be, but who are we really going to trust to start right away? And we're definitely going to pair somebody up as well. So looking at these safeties right here, it's a lot of them, right? It's a lot of safeties that I feel like uh, uh, we can use. Um, Jeremy Chin, Javon Holland just had a down year. I love Chuck Clark. I'm not just saying that because we're from the same city, but he was a dog. Like, he was making tackles and stripping footballs from running backs when he was healthy, right? And then we just shut him down for the rest of the year after we just kind of like fell off the face of the earth. But Cam Bynum, Jason Pinnock, the former Jet, he's been hooping with the Giants. Um, Marcus May, he could have a resurgence here. It's so many of these names. It was so many, honestly, so many more safeties I could have added, but uh, yeah, it's a lot. Who out of this safety group, who do you like?
Shout out Andre Cisco. We actually
Oh yeah,
he comes from Long Island, and was he
oh
the
yeah.
same year as
Wow.
me? I think we were the same year. I think we were the same
Damn,
year.
that's tough.
He went
That's tough.
to like a rival high school actually, which
Yeah.
we never played them, but like I went to a Christian school. We went to a Catholic school, so
Okay.
like we all kind of mingled in some form of way. So
Okay.
like it was kind of cool seeing him kind of go to the pros.
Yeah,
But
he's nice.
yeah, I think he was over there with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
He might want to come home. I think it would be interesting to see if he came back to New York. I think I always like guys that like who has talent and then like they come back to where they start, because sometimes it gives them extra motivation.
Yeah.
When, now your family's there.
Mm-hmm.
You're like to me, I don't know. As a player myself, I can't say as a player myself. When I was playing back in my day,
Yeah.
back in the good old day.
I can get out there.
Like whenever like family members or like your girls show up, like you play a little extra hard.
Yeah, you got to.
That's why I always like guys that come back home.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Andre, he's a big one. Justin Reed's a big one. He's young. He's playing with a championship team.
Yeah.
I think those are probably my top 2. I don't want to say those are my top 2. Honestly, I'd be happy with most of the guys on this list.
Yeah, to be honest, like all these guys are I feel like a great safeties, and I feel like this bucket of players. Yeah, well, most of them.
Because you did just throw Marcus May right in there.
Yeah, Marcus May, like he's again, like you talked about that motivation factor. Like if he comes back, he'll probably play a little motivated because this is where he started, and it'll be sort of a homecoming for him. So I'm not opposed to a Marcus May reunion at this point. But I do like Javon Holland. He's young. He had a down year in Miami last year, but he's still to me he's still a dog. So I feel like he can still make plays. He's a ball hawk. He ball hawked us.
I think he's going to command a huge contract though.
You think so?
Granted, I don't know. I don't got no sources or nothing to really be like, oh yeah, he definitely is. But honestly, I think Javon Holland probably has the most intriguing name on there, which makes him more likely to get a big contract. Him and honestly Justin Reed more likely to as well. But are people really going to go and just pay these safeties a whole bunch of money? I don't know, because it's been a devalued position for the most part. But, you do got Justin Reed, Javon Holland, Jeremy Chin. Like those are big names, man.
Jeremy
even
Chin. He was
Hufanga,
good. Yeah, yeah.
49ers.
Hufanga.
Like
Yeah.
it's a pretty solid class. Like I don't think people overspend just because there's a lot of names. But
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll get like one or two that gets like whoa, like huge money, and then kind of calms down from there. But who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's that. I feel like we have to kind of dip in, like we are
Yeah,
definitely gonna dip into that safety bucket because again, all these names aren't even all the names I saw. These are just the names that, we felt, we had that we might have a chance of even, you know, signing, right? But it's guys like Justin Simmons out there, average, but not too crazy. Uh, yeah, I mean Marcus maybe.
I'm gonna pass on him too.
Let him Marcus
But
maybe. Hey, I mean, look,
I
like I said,
respect him
yeah,
being on there though, because he
yeah,
is for the downtime he was a bright spot.
yeah, yeah. He's like one of those
Jets Nation.
average.
Yeah,
He was like one of those average players that fans, liked, not loved, but
yeah,
liked, right?
yeah.
Uh, every time I think about him, I think about that almost 105-yard pick six where he
I
like
think
got
about
tackled at
the
the one.
buck pick.
Oh yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah, no, like, that's what I'm saying. Like he was making plays here, bro. Like he was doing his thing in New York, man. But shout out Marcus May, man. I hope he gets a job and he's on a good a good uh a good team, going forward. He deserves that.
Yeah,
He even got signed by the Chargers and got a clutch pick. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, a lot of people talking about bringing some of these old Jets defensive linemen back as well. Quentin Jefferson. We do need some run stoppers, and behind Quentin, uh, we again we're find ourselves back in the spot of needing defensive tackles. Needing
yeah.
that D tackle depth, right? Um, Sheldon Rankins would be, a crazy reunion. I feel like he's ever since he's left us, and even when he was with us, he was good, but he's been like slowly, a good, solid, consistent player in the league. So, uh, yeah, I love Rank. I love Quentin Jefferson. Um, this guy, Levi Onwu Zoriki, Zoriki. He played with Glenn in Detroit, so
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like it's going to be a lot of those Detroit reunions,
Yeah,
coming as well. So this
because
guy
guys loved
Levi,
him over there in Detroit.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
guys
yeah,
love
yeah,
Glenn.
yeah, exactly. So if I had to put my money on anybody, it would be the guy, it would be Levi because he played with Glenn, but D tackle is definitely a position that we need to not upgrade because we have one of the best in the league, but we need to um add to,
Yeah,
we
reinforce
still
it. We definitely need more
yeah,
big guys in the middle.
yeah, yeah. Leonard Taylor, we still have him, but at the same time, it's like, you know, give me a good vet who knows what they're doing and
Yeah,
that you can plug in, right?
yeah, and it's good not to put all your marbles in one basket. Like he is
Hmm.
still. I know he was young and developing. He was an undrafted
Hmm.
free agent. I, I generally do still think he has the potential to make a solid career, but I think with a new staff, they don't just go putting all their marbles into a guy that wasn't at least drafted. Like, that's just the sad reality of it.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how to say his name either. I don't say his name either. But yeah, look, he played with Glenn last year in Detroit.
Not the
So
Wakanda guy. That's crazy.
hey, Wakanda forever, man. Wakanda forever. Hey, you saw
Shout out Levy.
you saw these um that Nigerian in Dallas. He just got paid a lot. Like these Nigerian defensive linemen are a different breed now, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely have to dip into that safety bucket. When we look at corners though, Melifonwu, another Wakanda, right? He was in Detroit as well. I feel like he might be an option for us as well too, as far as um corners go. And a guy
He
you
played a
like,
little bit of
Carlton
safety too.
Davis. Yeah. He's versatile. But a guy you had mentioned a couple weeks ago, Carlton Davis.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, and granted, they weren't together for long, but
Hmm.
Carlton Davis had that year last year with Glenn, although they didn't get to finish it because of injuries.
Yeah,
I'm curious if he comes over here to try to run it back. I don't think he's gonna really cost much at his age and stature. Uh, but who knows? And he might want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go play for a contender. Um, but I'd be curious to see like if he run it back with Glenn this year. Although I know Glenn's
yeah,
not necessarily a defensive coordinator, it's gonna be Wilkes who will have more control over defense. But I'm sure they're gonna at least look into it since that
yeah,
connection is there.
uh,
And it's also just not a great class.
yeah.
Like I'm trying to look at the. Do you have Echoes on here? You don't have Echoes on here.
No, no, they don't have Eccles up there.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Echoes is probably the guy I'd try to get back.
yeah, I'm hoping that he's somebody that we just kind of keep in house.
Yeah.
Um, Tony Adams is a restricted, free agent, but he's still like kind of on the market still. But no, I love Eccles. I hope that he's able to, stay in house and not even kind of hit the market at all, really. But that's gonna be something that our staff is gonna have to watch film on and
Yeah.
kind of make that decision on whether they want to keep him or not. You feel me?
Yeah, and I'm sure there's guys in the building already. Like, like a lot of people in the building are still the same. Like, you get a new coach and GM, but, like guys in the building have seen these guys for a while. So I'm sure, like, Glenn and Mugi are over there asking around, like, hey, how do you guys feel about this Echoes dude? And, they're getting opinions from all sorts of people inside that building.
Yeah,
But I'm sure all of it is good for the most part. But I personally, I like Eccles. I wish we could bring back Tony Adams. To be honest, I generally do think it's gonna be Tony Adams versus Woody. I don't know what Woody's beef is with Tony Adams. I just remember that happened randomly last year. So that's the only reason I'm like, I don't think he's coming back. But who knows?
man, I hope so, man. Tony Adams is good for the locker room, and he's a solid. To me, he's solid. He's
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
solid.
we don't have
He
a
makes
safety.
plays. Yeah. We literally don't. Ashton Davis is even a free agent. Like
Yeah.
we have zero guys in our safety room right now. That's kind of crazy right now. So we literally have to revamp that entire room. So yeah, Melifanu, versatile guy. Boom boom. And yeah, so we have to upgrade it. Can Stickers be developed into a true CB2 or 3 with Coach Glenn in the building? All right,
Interesting.
so we still have Michael Carter the third, right?
Yeah,
So
so he's gonna be our slot or
yeah,
nickel.
so we're gonna assume he's our slot. Uh, I think Stiggers is gonna get his chance this year to some capacity, right? Unless you sign like a guy like Carlton Davis or
I still think in
your
that case he'd actually get his shot just because of injuries.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
I like knowing how Glenn is, and I can't say I know him, but just seeing
Mhm.
how his personality is, I think Glenn's the type of person where he's gonna let the best guys start. At the end of the day, it's not gonna be personal. It's all gonna be
Mhm.
business, and that is what it is. So even if you brought back a guy like Carlton Davis or whoever he gets, if Stiggers goes out there and proves that he's better than them,
Yeah.
Stiggers gonna get the start. I think that's what it is. I think Glenn's the type of person to give everybody the tools to be great, and whoever accepts that greatness, they're gonna get that opportunity.
Right. Yeah, see that, and like that's how I feel too. Like I definitely agree. He's I feel like he's one of those coaches that's gonna be like, I'm gonna start. We're gonna put the best guys out there,
Yeah.
type of deal. So yeah. But I dropped the link in the chat. If y'all want to come on for a couple of minutes and kind of drop your takes on what you think we should do or have any questions, feel free to click that link. We have about 20 more minutes, so if y'all want to come on for like 5 minutes or so, and drop that, or drop whatever takes y'all want on live on air, feel free. But we're gonna keep on, keep on dropping these takes. As we have about 21 minutes, so let's y'all can come in here and say what you got to say for sure. But yeah, no, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a good open competition with everybody that's not named. Sauce,
Nah,
Jermaine,
I
Quentin.
actually, I would go as far as to say is I don't think anybody's safe. I don't think
You think
Glenn's
so?
gonna come in.
Well,
Given how
yeah.
Glenn is, I don't
Yeah.
like. Yes,
I
obviously,
mean,
like, are they gonna most likely win? Yes,
yeah.
I
That's
think
yeah. Yeah. Of
it'd be
course. Of
very
course.
shocking if Garrett ends up on the bench. Like if
Right.
somehow,
Right.
like, just randomly, Corley and Xavier Gibson decide to be better than Garrett tomorrow. But I don't think it's gonna be a personal thing. I think it's just gonna be who are the best players, and especially like some of it's also gonna be scheme dependent. Like you might be a great player, but you're not accepting of the scheme. I
Yeah.
think that might not rub Glenn the right way either. Like at least like lack of trying. So I wouldn't be surprised at that either. I think again, it's just gonna be, and he said it in his open conference. Like it's gonna be open competition everywhere. Like I think
Yeah.
he's gonna be looking for who are the best guys. I think that's where you're gonna get different than like a Salah. Like Salah, I think it was more like I get my guys, and then now I keep my guys in there, and that is what it is. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
You're
think you're
my
gonna get
guy.
like
You're
the
my guy.
Solomon. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't think
You're
you're
my
gonna get the
guy. Come
Solomon
on. Go ahead.
Thomas back this year. I think you're gonna get some new faces, and it's gonna be some
Solomon
competition.
Thomas.
Like, look, I don't care who you
Solomon.
are. I don't care how much you're getting paid. I didn't pay you. I didn't tell you were starting. So I'm gonna let the best guy win. And if you are the best guy, great. I'm gonna use you like you are a star. But you're gonna prove it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, look, I'm with it. I'm with it. Like
Yeah.
I'm with the open competition. I feel like it brings on, like, it brings out the best in people. So yeah, yeah. I'm always with that for sure. Let's
Yeah.
let's get
Absolutely.
let's get our boy Bomber up here, man. What
What's
up? What
good,
up,
bro?
Bomber?
What's up,
What's up?
bro?
What's up? What's
I
up?
was
What's
saying
up?
the same thing. I was saying the same thing Alan was saying, man. I feel like the best player will start. Glenn ain't just
Yeah,
gonna hand it to anybody just
yeah,
because your status, because you're a veteran. If you get beat out
yeah.
by a rookie, you get beat out by anybody we sign, he's the
Mm-hmm.
guy.
Yeah,
And that's fair. That's fair to all the players, and it's about the players. It's not about one man. It's about a team, and we got to move as
yeah,
one. And
yeah. No, I
I'm
feel that.
excited,
I feel
man.
that. Yeah, no,
I'm
I feel
excited.
that, man. Yeah, yeah, and it's gonna be good to see because we haven't had that, like, open competition in a while. You feel me?
Exactly.
So I feel like that's part of AG's culture, and what
Yeah.
he's bringing to the table here. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. What are some moves you feel like we should make in free agency?
Justin Fields is the number one priority.
Yeah,
Fields need
yeah,
to be on his team. The chemistry with
yeah.
Garrett would just be like a match made in heaven, And
Yeah,
I kind of wanted him from the start when we drafted Zach. I didn't never really want Zach. Like, I don't know why they took
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
getting
Me too.
Fields would be perfect, And we need mobile. When you look at
Mm-hmm.
our division, everybody's mobile in our division, And
Mm-hmm.
That's around the league now.
the
Yeah,
culture is changing. There's nothing wrong with
mm-hmm.
being a pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know how to maintain a decent pocket, but we also got to have pieces around you to protect you. We got to have that line secured. But at the same
Yeah,
time, what happens when that line isn't secured and it breaks down? What can you do
right.
beyond that?
Yeah,
We need
exactly.
people that's going to be thinking twice. That's a threat. We need a quarterback that's deadly. We need somebody that can move. Justin
Yeah,
Fields would be that guy, and he can learn from
yeah,
either Tyrod or he can be the starter, But I
yeah,
feel like we should get him for one when it comes to free agency. I haven't really looked at all of the wide receiver pieces, based off of who's in, free agents. I've seen a couple of that you guys had up there.
mm-hmm.
For me personally, I would take Diggs or Hopkins, but I don't think that's going to happen. I would love to have the Olave thing going as well, but like I'm hearing, and from my bro Red will always say he's injury prone. Like that can possibly be, something that we wouldn't want to happen. But who's to say shit, he gets with us and we just got a new strength and conditioning coach that he might play great, like back in his college days. You never know.
Right, exactly. And then I feel like we always have to get back to, what works for us or what has worked for us in the past, and that's the run game. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get back to that. So I feel like that's what's going to open it up. Justin Fields would definitely open that up, and our offensive coordinator who knows how to scheme up. We have 3 good running backs. I would say so. It's I definitely want to see that open up for sure.
I would have loved to see my boy get Rookie of the Year, Agent Zero, Braylon Allen. I would have loved to see that. But now that we got the new offensive coordinator over here, I feel like he's going to use him more, just as much how he did Gibbs and what's the other guy over there, the running back from the Detroit Lions? They call themselves Sonic and Knuckles, them two, Gibbs and
Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery. I feel like we're gonna have that 1-2 punch now, and just the third person, Davis, will be a factor as well. Like we could have that 3-headed monster like the Giants had back in the day. And like, I'm excited, man. Like everything I wanted so far has come to fruition. Like I said, I wanted Aaron Glenn. It was out of Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson to be head coach, but I preached more for Aaron Glenn. Got him. I said I wanted to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. He's old. I don't want nothing to do with him for another year. Did it. Gone. We need mobile. Well, like it's about to happen. Whether it's going to be Tyrod or we're going to sign somebody in free agent. I'm okay with this year. A lot of people don't feel like we're going to get past 4 games, 7 games, 10 games. I feel like we're going to get 12 wins, 12-5. I might be over exaggerating. I see you look on y'all faces. My brother would say the same thing. 12-5, man. I'm confident, man.
I'm confident. Is that we need that. We need that confidence.
Huh? Is that with Fields at quarterback?
It could be with Fields. Listen, I don't think Tyrod is the answer. I'd say about 6 to 7 weeks he'll be injured.
Yeah,
he's not going to be. He's not going to be lasting for the whole rest of the week. Like what I mean. And it depends on who we choose to be motherfucking quarterback at QB1. And if Fields the guy, then let's run it with Fields. I don't want nothing to do with no old quarterback. Geno, Sam Darnold, none of that. I don't want to go backwards. If we're going backwards. We better be talking about draft. Going backwards. Let's go trade down. That's the only thing backwards I want to hear. I don't want no old quarterbacks. I don't want nothing to do with Jameis Winston. I don't like him. I'm gonna just be blatantly honest about that. I don't want nothing to do with Kirk Cousins either. Like he's not no cousin of mine, but I don't want nothing to do with him. Like I don't want nothing to do with these guys, man. Like it's just something different that would look good for us. Even on paper, like it just Justin Fields makes the most sense. Justin Fields will have us a little bit more lit because now we got an extra weapon. Our only weapons when you think about it right now, who? Garrett and Brees. We can't say Braylon because we barely used them. We used Davis, but we barely got to see as much what he can do. Like we got weapons, but we wasn't using them good enough. And for some reason they wasn't utilized a lot. And we got Malachi Corley for what? Just for him to sit on the bench? He made a rookie mistake. I
didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that we barely used him for real, but that was the Aaron Rodgers effect. That was the Aaron Rodgers effect. So, but it's we need to go into this season using our pieces and really utilizing. I feel like all these different assets we have in our offense. So, Brother Bama, I appreciate you, coming up, rock with us for a little bit. We can get some other people up here, but definitely tune in. You know what I'm saying? Lock in with us every week, man. We're gonna have you up here whenever we drop the link for sure, man.
Definitely,
Appreciate,
man.
appreciate that input, man, for sure.
And look, man, y'all can catch me and my brother as well, Infrared Jets.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have our thing sometimes too as well. So come kick it with us too, man. It's family.
For
We
sure.
all Jets family.
Absolutely.
Come speak your mind.
Yeah.
Come speak your peace, man.
No, yeah, EB dropping me the link too. So yeah, appreciate
sure.
y'all's takes too for sure, bro. For sure.
Ain't nobody drop me no
Got it,
link.
man. You got it, man.
All right, no, yeah, I got you.
Nah, but I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune
All
in.
right, man.
All right, bros.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
I catch you.
All right, let's get our dogs. Let's get Nick
We got
and June up here.
Here we go.
Let's go full.
Same time? Oh.
Yeah, same time.
Let's do it.
All right, so yeah, we got Nick and we got June up here. What up? How y'all feeling going into this free agent period? We can let we'll let June talk in there because I know Nick has a lot on his mind. But yeah, June, how you feeling going to this free agent period next week, man?
I mean, it's a hard question, right? I've been a Jets fan over 45 years, right? So you know, I've already been tortured, beat down, battered, locked in the basement. You know, it's every year I feel the same way, and my wife ready to leave me over this stuff, man. Every year she's like, "You don't like the Jets." You know, I'm like, "Yes, my team. You can't like nobody else." I'm like, "No, that's what I like."
Yo, he got it. He got it.
You know, free. Look, I'm real, man. I'm real. You know, being a Jet fan, like, look at my team. I'm a Jet fan, and I'm a Knicks fan. I don't know nothing but pain. That's all I know.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, I can say this. You know, I've always been an Aaron Glenn fan. Now my dog want to act he bugging. I've always been an Aaron Glenn fan since I was a little kid. When I played football, I played corner and free safety. I wanted to be like Aaron Glenn with the little towel hanging off the side. That was my man. So I was my number one choice. I never wanted Vrabel. He's a New England dude. Never wanted it. Yes, get over here and chill out. So I like the fact that he went with somebody he knew with Tanner. Word is that Tanner was really instrumental in building. I'm sorry, man. He don't never do this. I don't know what he doing.
No, we good. We don't even hear him. I can't even hear him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The Tanner was very instrumental in the offensive philosophy at Detroit. That being said, I'm excited to see, you know, what is his offense philosophy over here in New York? Is it going to be a heavy offense like we should be? Or is he going to sling the ball around the yard like these dumbass Jets last year was doing? You know, we never established the run. For us to really be a contending team, we got to get back to the run game. So that tells me we need to fix that offensive line because it played all right. It wasn't great now the way Cass is acting like he don't need no help, right? Because there was a lot of games he was on the run. You know,
right.
The way you build a team is simplistic. You build the team in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. That should be our focus in the offseason, the free agency, and in the draft, believe it or not.
Yeah.
At first, when I looked at our team, I said, we got some talent. We do. But we don't have as much talent as we think we do. We light in the linebacker position. Our defensive line has been destroyed. I mean, we could have ran on them last year for at least 70 yards at least, the way that defensive line played. So there's a lot of holes we have. We need to fill those up. I feel that Aaron Glenn knows what he's looking for in the player. He doesn't. Diggs won't come down here because he don't fit the Aaron Glenn mindset. Aaron Glenn looks like the type of dude. He only signing dudes who eat, sleep, and shit football. He don't want no modeling. He don't want to see you wearing Gucci, Versace. He ain't with it. Glenn don't want it. That's why I think Rodgers left. Rodgers has some left in the tank, but it was a personality issue. Like, now, I don't want this here. I feel good because I don't feel like this regime is like the last one or the one before that. I think that Glenn is a chip off the Parcells block. He's going to lay down the law, and he's going to look for what we need: tough, physical players who play smart, like Parcells have. So I'm excited about free agency and how it's looking moving forward.
Yeah, and you know, I agree with you when you say that we need to get back to the run game, right?
Mm.
That that run game needs to be
Hey, be quiet.
our our bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Like our run game has to be that. And I feel like, you know, once we get back to what kind of has always been our common denominator, you know, our 1-2, you know, lightning, thunder and lightning, killer bees. You know, we were supposed to be the killer bees last year, and you know, we ain't, you know, we was running around like some butterflies. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no bees. You know, we were out there just kind of, you know, not even running the ball. So I feel like that, you know, is definitely something we need to get back to. And Aaron Glenn, like you said, he has that Bill Parcells mentality, where as far as you know,
Yeah.
he's like a no BS type of guy. And like going into this wave of free agency, we're gonna see a different approach than I feel like we've seen in the last few years. Like it's not gonna be us kind of like swinging for the fences for, you know, everybody. You know, we're just
Let
gonna
me
bring
ask
in
you a
guys
question.
who feel like, yeah.
Because you're some smart brothers. I've been hearing your talk. It's the second time I tune in. I'm like, oh, I like these dudes. These dudes know what they're talking about. Let me ask you a question. What you think about this stuff that dudes is talking about trading my man Hall? Because there's been a lot of that going on all over the place. Oh, trade him
Yeah.
for a third and a fifth. And I'm just like, hold up, we ain't learned that from Saquon Barkley. The guy, you know, he had an injury history, right?
Yeah,
Finally
yeah.
got healthy. They didn't want to show him the bag. He go down in the Philly and go bananas. I don't want that to happen. I have faith in Hall. I know he ran a little hesitantly last year, but like I said, the game planning was bad for him, man. It was
It
like,
was bad.
man, go in the hole, you know? Do y'all
Yeah.
believe in that we should trade Hall? You think, because you know what's going to happen. If he plays out this year and goes crazy, we got to
Oh
show
yeah.
him the back. So what y'all think about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. So
Ah.
my one take on that is Hall never got 20 carries a game. I think that's where we messed up as far as the coaching. But I'm gonna let Alan take over this because he spoke on it before. You know, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I think my only thing is that Saquon without an O line was still Saquon. Saquon carried the Giants to the playoffs and one of it. Like that was Saquon. That wasn't Daniel Jones.
Hold on. Alan, your sound went out. Your sound went out. You know, Alan's been talking about this Brees Hall situation. You know, what I'm saying for a minute.
It's a
So it's like,
complex one, man. It's a
yeah,
weird
yeah, it is.
situation.
It is. There we go. There we go. We get
Yeah,
you now. We
the whole
get you
thing
now.
just went out. But it's
Yeah,
all
go
good.
ahead. You good.
My point was just Brees is not Saquon. I'll start off with that. I think they're two different levels. Like Saquon's on his own island right now, in my opinion. With that said, I think if you trade Brees, I mean, I wouldn't trade him for like a third round draft. But I think if you're trading him, you at least got to get a second round draft pick, and you got to have a plan for that second round draft pick. Like, what are you getting with that?
But this could be the year, right? Because there's a plethora of top running backs.
Yeah, that's how I'm
This
looking
is
at it.
the
Like,
year
if you're
for
sitting there
that.
saying, like, yo, I like this running back in the draft. And honestly, for me, it probably have to be a draft day trade where you know, like, you're in the second round right now. And if you trade Brees, you can get a guy that you really, really like. I can respect it. You know, you better be confident about it. You better be damn sure that guy's going to be good. But, like, again, like, everything goes back to just draft class and, like, how confident you feel about the like it's not a problem as long as you can replace. Like the issue with Saquon was they let him go for nothing. They let him go for nothing. They didn't replace him with anything.
Yeah.
So it was just a
Yeah.
bad move all around. At least with you know, you trade Brees, you get another running back. You know, at least you have the ability to go replace that production with the guy that you feel is better. So I think that's more of a
flyer on the running back this year, although our running back room looks full. Would you take a flyer on a dude like a Caleb Johnson if he's there in the second round? Because that kid got next. I love him from Iowa. Would you do something like that? Or would you just not touch the running back position? You know, how you looking at that moving forward?
Like and also the other way I'm looking at it is Garrett's contract's coming up, Sauce contract's coming up. I don't exactly know how it all is gonna fill in and everything, but I think you do look at it from the sense of like, am I gonna be able to really pay Brees if he does go off? If he doesn't go off, are you still gonna be able to pay him? I'm gonna look at it as I would probably wait till the second round. I would see would anyone trade the second round pick for Brees? And then who's there that I would love? But more likely than not, I don't think anyone would make that trade because they'd be worried about the same thing. Like, why would I go take on Brees when he's about to go get paid? So you're most likely like your best option is probably just to keep him, see what he is, and then wait another year. If he does go crazy, great. You just franchise tag him. It is what it is. I don't think it's something to stress out about.
Personally, I like Brees. I want him to stay. Like Bomber said, man, I feel like he's a closer than Curtis Martin. I feel like I've seen, but we're in a cool. Exactly. And we're in a cool situation right now where we can really load management, him because we have a Braylon Allen, we have an Isaiah Davis. He doesn't have to go for 1,700 rushing yards, for him to be effective, right? Like he doesn't need to, get in that class where he's demanding a bag for real. If we just load management his carries and kind of use him wisely, I feel like we could attain him and just kind of like keep him here, like in that group. So I mean, look, I love Brees, man. Like ever since we drafted him, he's just a home run hitter, and shoot, at one point last season, he was our wide receiver too. If to be honest, give him the ball in a dump off and watch him go. But he's I want him to stay. You know what I'm saying? If we do trade him, like Alan said, it has to be with the plan. But I really don't want to trade Brees at all, to be honest.
Me either. I want to run this by you too, guys. I read an article, not read an article. I seen a video. This was probably around 2.5, 3 weeks ago. They were talking about that Tanner, our new offense coordinator, that his strength more than anything, and it blew my mind, was developing the tight end position in Detroit. You know that everybody's talking about this kid Warren, which I think is nasty. I like him. I think it's a good tight end draft class as well. You guys are upset because 10 to 14 range is a little bit better, but he might not be there if we trade back. You guys be upset if you grab Warren at a 7 after seeing what Bowers did and what the kid in Detroit did the year before, because this year he was hurt. You guys be upset we grab him at 7 and utilize him as a weapon to open up that middle so Gavin could work that outside like he did.
I'm for it. I'm down for it. I'll draft. I mean, if we look at the teams at like 8, 9, if we can trade back a couple spots and still draft Warren, that's like first option for me. But if our O-line or not O-line offensive coordinator really likes Warren, hey, I wouldn't mind drafting Tyler, man. Like he's a dog to me.
Yeah, I think if you think he's an elite player, it's never too early for any guy. Like imagine like a few years ago, you're like, oh, you drafted Travis Kelce too early. Most people look at you crazy at this point because he's a dog. So like I'm a double up on that one. Yeah. Especially also I'll note because I said this a couple weeks ago, and you mentioned like you also have the Lions tight end coach who's now our offensive line coach, and on top of that, Brock Bowers' coach from last year, his offensive coordinator, is our pass game coordinator now. So I think you have a lot of guys who are been around some good tight ends.
Well, the dude who's the new offensive line coach, he was the tight end coach in Detroit. You know that already. Mm-hmm. But do you know that he's so good at blocking schemes that the offensive linemen used to come practice with him while he was teaching the tight ends, I heard.
Yeah.
I actually didn't hear that one.
Yeah, so we getting a dude, because everybody was like, oh, tight end coach, I heard he's that good. So I think he put a nice little staff together. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I can't take a 5-year season. I'm gonna tell you now. I can't do it. I'm getting light right here. I'm getting light right here. I'm look like Charlie Brown, just one piece of hair on the top. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I feel that, and you know, like a lot of people, you know, me personally too. I'm a big Archie Manning guy, and it's like nobody knows if he's coming out next year or not, but we'd have to be the worst team in the league to probably draft him next year. And the more I get closer to free agency and the more time goes into this offseason, I'm like, yo, I don't even want to be in the top 5, to be honest. I want to be in the top 10. I want to have a winning season. You know, I want Aaron Glenn to be coach of the year, right? You know,
to be honest, I don't think Manning is not going to let him play for no Jets. You kidding me? You one of those organizations that dudes be like, nah, don't draft my nephew. He ain't going over there.
Yeah.
So many people say that too.
All of them. Eli would say it. Peyton would say it. They'd be like, no way. Actually, if anything, they would just have him stay another year.
I don't think Sanders will let Shador come here either. I'm gonna be honest. I love Dion. He's a man of God like me, but I honestly don't believe that he would want him to come to us. I really don't. I think he'd rather he play for the Giants, who has a more, sad to say, solid organization. And to be honest, I think that's part of the reason why our team stinks, by the way. We need our own stadium. This stupid ass sharing the stadium stuff. This is crazy. This is crazy. Nobody does it.
No, we do. We do.
As a stadium.
No. The LA Chargers and
they don't count.
Rams.
But
then again, they have a super stadium. Yeah, like their stadium is really, really
nice. We had the opportunity to have a stadium built in Queens, I heard, and they hesitated.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I hope that happens for us too, for sure. Because we need that. We need that. You know what I'm saying? We need that. At
least need a better thing than a refrigerator.
Yeah. I'm tired of Giants fans kind of being like, yo, this is, you know, it was a Giants stadium before. This is like, you know, y'all can have MetLife, you know, whatever. You know, and a lot of teams in the league are building stadiums now too. I think the Commanders are in the process of doing that too. So, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for our own crib. You know, in our own home, and you know, that's what we need.
Woody cares about winning and all that. He's traveling back. I pray he don't try to move us to London. No dumb stuff like that, like the London Jets. That sounds terrible. He does down there a lot. I would lose my mind. I hear that. But,
he'd be over there a lot.
I don't know about that. London Jets. I don't know, man. That's ugly. But I just feel like he really want to win. Yo, give us something to cheer about. Give us a new stadium, bro. Because this year, you know, you changed the color from green to blue. I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? He making so much money off us, you know. We got to do something, though. How many wins you think we're gonna have this year? Realistically, let's not go crazy. Because I heard my man Bomb. I pray, Bomb. I really pray.
That's what Nick was saying backstage too. That's what Nick was saying backstage too. I'm gonna say we can flirt with 8-9 wins. You know, maybe, you know, it comes down to week 18 where we're like we might, you know, try to sneak in. But, you know, hopefully for me, I want to see an 8-win season. 9, you know, 9 is where is the most my heart is taking me at this point. You know, but you know, by week 5, I might have a different answer. You know, how you feel about that, Alan?
I'd be happy we just got 5 wins at this point. Like,
5 wins.
Like, you got to think about it though. Like, how many wins did we just have this year?
Yeah, well, 5, right?
5.
Yeah,
that means we lost.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. You have 5 wins. You lose Rodgers. Granted, like, you know, culture is going to change. Like, I get it. Culture can change a lot of things, but there's a lot to change, and it's hard to expect a lot year 1. I think, like, you know, that's the type of stuff you kind of expect a little bit more year 2. The year 1 is just about rebuilding with who you have. Like, you know, you win same amount of games and you have a lot lesser talent. I think that's a win. Honestly, I'm looking more for like a 6-7 game year, to be honest, and then trying to go capitalize on it the following year. But also, who knows?
Let me ask you this, because ain't none of us, nobody in the world said the Commanders is about to get busy.
Right.
They got the white quarterback who I don't know where he came from. He must have been birthed from the Nile River somewhere in Jerusalem. He's incredible. The kid's now he's incredible. You saw him in the playoffs. He was saying like this in the playoffs on the bench. I said,
Yeah.
It's cold-blooded. So
Yeah.
what if we get the quarterback thing right? And the coaching. Well, why can't we be the Commanders? Well, why can't we sneak in the playoffs as a wild card and see what happens? We got some talent. Why can't we be the Commanders? That's how I be thinking sometimes. I know it's ridiculous. After all these years, I still think stupid like that. But
no, it's not stupid.
Why not?
It's a fair question, and the answer is we're not in position to take a quarterback this year. And we're more likely not going to be in position to go trade up for a quarterback, given how many teams
need it more than we do. Man. I think we're taking one.
In the first round?
No. We better not.
Oh, but yeah, that's the difference though. Like they took Jaden Daniels with the 2nd overall pick.
Right.
Taking a mid-round quarterback and expecting the same type of result, like it's a lot more rare. Like the last one was Russell Wilson, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's the last mid-round quarterback. Oh no, Jalen Hurts, 2nd round.
It isn't like that. Ain't they saying like the kid from Dart or the other kid from McCord from Syracuse? Ain't he like could be the next to get his little 7-8 wins, maybe fight?
Yeah.
I'll take 7 wins with a couple close losses that we were in the battle and lost the last second. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Or can we have a miracle once? Can we have a Washington Commander year? That's all I want, man.
I mean, that's what we all want.
That's what we all want, man. Like that's what I want too. I want us. I'm in the back of my mind. I'm thinking like, I ain't gonna put the expectation at double-digit wins, but it would be nice. You know what I'm saying? If we do something like what the Commanders did. I've been Jet fan my whole life.
How long is that? Because you look like you're like 15, man. You look young, man.
I'm 30. I'm 30 years old.
So
I'm 30.
Got good spin, man. I ain't mad at you, man. I can't hate on you.
I'm 30.
How long you been a Jet fan?
I've been a Jet fan since I was like, I don't know. I'm 26. I've been a Jet fan since I was a kid, though.
Well, what made you sign up for this pain, man? What happened, man?
Man, I blame my pops, man. I blame my pops. He was bringing me in on arguments, and he put me in a Curtis Martin jersey, and I had to defend him. I had to defend him. I like the underdog role, so it's like I invited the underestimation and all that. I was like, you know what, but growing up, I realized that I'm kind of in a hole now, because now I'm every year I'm having to defend myself every football season. I'm like, all right, bro. It builds character for sure, but
it definitely builds character.
Yeah, that 2009 to 2011, man, I was you can't tell me nothing, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing in high school, but
that was good.
Yeah. That's honestly same thing with me though. Like for me, I was kind of in and out up until that point, and that's when I was in, and I was a kid at the time, but I was in, and then that's what got me locked in. And next thing you know, I was like, oh crap, I made it back. I can't go back. Because you can't go back after your team starts doing bad when you were with them when they were good. A lot of
people do that, and I can't. I'll be honest. If you watch sports and you suddenly don't like the team and trade, I can't do sports with you. I don't do that. You gotta stick with it. Pick your team and that's. Now, last thing I want to tell you, brothers, man, because I know you got other callers. So one day my son came home, right? He was young. He was like 6 or 7. He said, Dad, I was hanging out with my friends in school, and I like Tom Brady.
Oof.
I looked at this dude, right? Now he's 6, 7 years old. I said, come here, man. Let me tell you something, man. We don't like I went in on him. I mean, I lit his ass. Right? Well, mind you, this is when they go on their runs, winning Super Bowls and all that. A couple years later, man, every time he watched the games, he got a little tears in his eyes because we keep losing. And I felt bad. I said to myself, damn, I should let him pick his team. I brought him. My son's so scarred. My son 24. He don't watch the game. I said, new season, man. He said, ain't no new season. I ain't watching them, man. He bums, man. I be like, man. I commend you, brothers, man.
Yeah.
Listen, you got a great
Yeah.
show, man. I'm tuning in more, man. I'm gonna support your brothers, man. I'm here for it, man.
Hey man,
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
you, June. Appreciate you, June. Definitely good to have you on. Looking to see you on more often, man.
No
For
doubt,
sure.
man. God bless,
Yeah,
brother.
for sure, for
All
sure.
right, God bless. God bless. God bless.
Love that.
Yeah. What up, Nick? What up, Nick?
Yo, what up, though?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey
Yo,
man,
y'all been saying a
June. That was
bunch of craziness all night long. I'm about to dead all that. Yo,
Oh
y'all about to
man.
hate
man.
me. Look, Brett already mad.
Oh
I can
man.
already tell.
I'm assuming you don't think we're gonna win 12 games.
We definitely not winning 12 games. That's first off. God bless that Mad Bomber's soul. I salute you. But man, I've been going in every damn year. Yo, this the year, this the year. That shit is dead, bro. Come on, y'all gotta be
Yeah.
for real. Especially y'all said with Justin Fields, that's the oh man.
Hold on. So hold on. So who you want as quarterback going into this season?
Not him.
Who you want? That's what I'm saying. Who you want? You want them Cam Ward trade up for number one, F them picks type of dudes, huh?
Whatever
I
they
know it.
want.
I know it.
Yeah,
I
facts.
know it. I know
Whoa,
it.
hold on. Whatever they want.
I
Whatever
know
they
it.
What if
want.
they want?
I
What if
know
they
it.
want three first, Will McDonald,
Nah, anything they
and
want
Brees?
that's in reach.
Yeah. I mean, three. Honestly, though, three
Like yo,
first is
I
kind of.
give
It's
them
kind
I
of.
give them 7 and Brees and something else. Facts. I would. But the Jets
7
would
and
Dang.
Brees.
but the Jets would draft Shador Sanders at one. That's the team y'all like. This is the type of team we follow, fellas. We in the
Yeah,
off season. I'm gonna be a
Jackson Dart
Debbie
at 1.
Downer all I want. I just keep it real.
Jackson Dart.
Justin Fields is a mean project. I don't want to
Man, look.
hear.
Oh yeah, nah. I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone. Well,
I
I
don't
can't say
want to hear
anyone, but
anyone talk
most
about
people.
Garrett Wilson and Justin
Yeah, no.
Fields
I would
chemistry.
say like it's
No,
more of like a he's the best of a bad crop of free agent quarterbacks. That's how I look at it.
Mhm.
bro.
Like
He
Yeah.
don't want to come back, but I'm taking Sammy D in a heartbeat. He showed the world
See
what he
you.
could do.
See you
yeah.
you got to pay Sammy though. You got to pay him though.
Facts,
No,
We
but
do
there's
he
that.
showed y'all what he
no,
just
no, no,
did.
no, 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 no. There's no
He
amount of
showed
money you
he
could
showed me what
pay
he did
Sam
in the
Darnold.
playoff.
There's no amount of money you could pay Sam Darnold to come back to New York. Not to the Jets, at least. You give him $50 million, he'd tell you, go kiss my ass.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Sam Darnold, bro. It's like one. I don't want to pay him the bag, bro, because I mean, it kind of feels like a ripoff. You know what I'm saying? Because we had him, right? And
Y'all
it's
can hear
like,
me?
Yeah.
now we can. But it's like we had Sam, and now he left. He had one good season. Now it's like, okay, come back. We'll give you the bag. Now, like that's that's just
Yo,
like
bro,
that's like the wrong block to spin, right?
I'm
It's the
gonna
wrong
tell
block
you
to
right
spin.
now. Do you blame the man that gave him
I
Robbie
don't.
Anderson?
I don't blame the
Robbie
man.
Anderson might have changed his names more times in his life than he had touchdowns.
Robbie was
You
scoring though with Sam. He was
They
scoring with
Robbie
Sam.
was
was, but
scoring
yo,
with
Sam
Sam.
Darnold's first year with him was crazy.
Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
were balling.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
y'all never gave him other pieces. Y'all put y'all hopes and prayers into Quincy Enunwa.
Quincy
Yeah.
was good with Sam too. Quincy good, but
Come on,
but
bro.
think
Quincy's
but the
mid
thing about
back.
Sam, the thing about the years with Sam, JD promised, to no, it wasn't JD,
That
but
was McCagnon.
yeah, McCagnon had, didn't give him an O line. Like it was bad. It
Yeah,
was
that
a
line
That's
bad,
was
what
bad
I'm
promise.
terrible.
saying. Y'all blaming Sammy. He went to Minnesota and turned
Nah,
up.
I'm
No.
not blaming Sam. I'm just saying there's
Yeah,
no amount of money we can offer him at this point of his life to make him come
yeah,
back here.
I'm
yeah.
taking Kirk Cousins.
If see now
Bro,
see
1 year deal, like 15 M's. How much more can you give him?
Oh
see
shit.
now 15 nah, see. now we
man.
getting now we getting a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
What
A
do
little
you
bit off
think
the
you
edge.
about to pay Justin Fields? Y'all those crackheads that think we gonna sign him for $10 million, right?
No, I say
I'd say under 20.
Yeah, I say no. Like
And that's
Nick,
good if they give him 1 year like
no,
17 M's.
no. Nick is talking about per year. Nick's talking about per year. Allen
Yeah, I said
said
1 year.
20. Yeah,
1 year what?
no.
How much y'all think? Put a number.
I said 1 year. He'll probably get around 16.
And
Yeah.
you're okay with that?
I'd rather do Justin Fields for 15 or 12 to 15 than pay Kirk Cousins for anywhere north of 12 mil.
I rather pay Justin Fields than get Kirk for free. Honestly, and honestly, it's just like the ceiling that Kirk had. Oh, we lost him.
No.
But
He'll
it's
be
the
back on.
ceiling
He'll be
that
back
Kirk
on.
has, though. Kirk just doesn't have any sort of ceiling. Like you know for sure.
Come on now.
At his absolute peak, he's a first round exit. Like that's assuming he is like the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
And that was when he had Justin Jefferson.
I will never be on the Kirk Cousins bandwagon at all.
Bring Nick back on here.
Yeah. I'll never be on the Kirk Cousins, Kirko chains, whatever you want to call him. The man can't run. He can't run.
Here y'all go.
He can't run, bro.
Talking about a bunch of nonsense, bro. Jalen Hurts the first quarterback to win while he runs, bro.
What?
Let's talk about it.
No. Wait, like win a Super Bowl?
Oh, win that runs? What you mean?
Yeah, who the fuck wins?
Patrick.
Patrick is a runner. He runs.
Yeah, Patrick runs a lot.
Patrick runs.
Talking about Justin Fields don't got an arm like Patrick Mahomes. And he's dumb as rock.
But see, Fields doesn't need he doesn't need to rely on his arm as much.
Bro, all he needs is aura.
Hold on. You realize yes, that's what y'all want. Y'all want that swag shit. That's what y'all want. You got sauce for that. He's turned up. That's it. You can't have Justin Fields, bro. He's terrible.
Nah, man. See, but you know,
Hurts
Fields
got a ring. How many Cousins got? How many times Cousins had a roster like Hurts? Ever?
Oh, don't do that. He had Justin Fields. Sorry, I said Justin Fields. He had Justin Jefferson.
In
Minnesota.
Yeah.
He didn't even get past the first round.
Prime Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he didn't get past the first round. He had a roster in Minnesota.
He had a
squad in Minnesota.
Yeah, Cousins had a squad.
But we're talking about one of the best running backs to ever touch earth. And 2 top 10 receivers,
even before he had a running back, he made the.
Come on, bro.
He made the Super Bowl a couple years ago, though. Like it's not like this is brand new.
Defense was the best defense in the league. 80 sacks.
Man, look.
You ever see Lamar do anything in the playoffs? Hell nah.
He's won a playoff game.
I'd rather have Lamar than Kirk Cousins, though.
Yeah, he's won a playoff game.
Obviously, of course. Who wouldn't?
That's what I'm saying. But
Justin Fields is dead. I'm gonna tell you right now. Jets should go 0-17 and get my boy Archie. You dig?
Hold on.
Think about it.
We said it.
Think about it. No.
I'll let you go.
Think about it. Every year, the Jets are ready to draft a QB, right? The next year after, it's always that guy. It was C.J. Stroud. It was Justin Herbert. It's always a year. Like right now, we'll draft a QB. Next year, it's gonna be some crazy shit like Archie Manning, like why didn't we wait type shit.
C.J. Stroud was 2 years after.
Huh?
C.J. Stroud was 2 years after.
All right, who was the year before that?
That was Kenny Pickett.
That's bad work. That's bad work. Yeah, that's bad work. I think
that was Kenny Pickett the year after that. I do remember because I remember people were saying like,
for real.
Yeah,
Justin Fields is terrible.
I respect
bro,
it.
I'm gonna be so blunt and honest about it. He is terrible.
Fields, man.
What? Like I know
but like
y'all
what
Jet fans. Like I know a lot of them. I'm a Jet fan. I got the boys tatted on me.
what
Yo,
what
bro,
about him
you're
is
not
terrible
about to
though?
tell me
What about Fields
what the
is so
fuck is
terrible?
it?
I'm saying what's terrible about Fields?
Well, like honestly, wait, hold on.
That terrible?
Wait, hold on, wait. Before we even go there, right? If Fields is so bad, like what Woody just said, why not just go 0-17 with him and then you still get Arch?
Cool. I'm for that. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
Okay.
how I look at it. If he really is that bad, cool. We are in prime position to get a
Like, bro,
quarterback.
you realize the Jets are the dumbest people in the world. Like, they had the opportunity that single one of our Jet fans seen last year. End of the year to do Aaron Rodgers starting to look comfortable. We're like, all right, our defense really ain't performing for our coaches. All right, cool. We brought Aaron Glenn in. Motherfuckers about to buy back in. And you clean house for what when you were right there? There's not a
we
better
weren't.
choice. There's not a better
We
choice than Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers and Gary Wilson. There's not.
who? But hold
Aaron
on.
Rodgers
Because who
is
did
just starting to
Rodgers
get back
beat?
in the flow of things.
Who did Rodgers beat though? Mac Jones? He didn't beat anyone.
Yeah. And then as well too, we didn't have the staff, man. We didn't have the staff to like to really, take advantage of those pieces we had, bro. Like we can have all those players and all those players you named, Rodgers, Tay, Garrett, Brees, but we didn't have the offensive staff to know what to do with that. Hackett didn't even know what to do with his own guy.
Got new coaches.
Exactly.
I'm about to expose Brent live right now. Yo, when Aaron Rodgers signed with the Jets, did I tell you, if we get Nathaniel Hackett, I want nothing to do with the signing?
Well, Brent
I
was.
told you it's gonna be the same old Jets. Nobody wanted to listen to me.
Well, Brent was an advocate for keeping Rodgers, though. I'll say that. Brent's been saying he wanted Rodgers, like
as we should have.
Brent was big on that for a long time.
Yeah, I wanted to keep him, but it's like it is what it is now, and it's
I'm for going into the season.
You say,
bro, if you want a project quarterback, there's like 2 in the draft, bro. There's Jalen Milroe and there's like Quinn Ewers. They're gonna be second.
Jalen Milroe. How do you time out? How do you call Justin Fields ass and then say you want Jalen Milroe?
That's basically baby Justin
I just
Fields.
said if you want a project quarterback. No, I'm saying if you want a project quarterback, there's gonna be day 2, day 3 projects like Jalen Milroe and Quinn Ewers.
Yeah,
those guys are projects, just like
I'm good on that.
Those aren't good projects.
More expensive than what those two.
I'd rather just stick with Tyrod at that point.
Quinn Ewers is a fire project.
No, he's not.
I think he's gonna flop.
So what you think they're gonna do at 7?
At 7, I think they can an offensive weapon.
Yeah, BPA, best player available. If it's not an offensive weapon,
I think
it's
the
Will
Jets
Johnson.
Are getting.
That was a cliffhanger. Wait, sorry, what happened?
Huh?
No, you cut out for a second.
I said I think at 7 the Jets are gonna get Shedeur Sanders for real. I don't like it, but that's what's gonna happen.
So you think Shedeur falls to the Jets at 7?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I know some fans who would love that.
I do know some fans that would love that.
I don't.
I know some fans. I know some fans who would love that, right? And it's. I personally don't think Shedeur is gonna fall that.
You would
I know. Fall. I would love it.
You're hoping and praying that dumb shit happens.
I mean, I would love it just because I know that he's gonna come in the league with a chip on his shoulder, right? And he's the wrong player to have a chip on his shoulder. Because he wants to go number 2, number 3.
Yeah, it's good to want. I want $1 million. Am I getting it?
Look. What I'm saying is, Shedeur views himself as a top 3 pick, top. I mean, number one to be honest. But if he falls to 7, like we might as well at that point. You might as
Number
well start
one.
the season with Tyrod, and then let him chill behind. Let Shador chill behind Tyrod for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, I wouldn't mind it, but I doubt that he falls past the Raiders. If I'm being honest, he said better
Yo,
trade
what are
back.
we talking about right
Yeah.
now?
Well, I will say this. Tyrod has mentored
Wait,
probably most of the
hold on.
young quarterbacks today.
Yeah. No, he has though. He has. That's a good
Like
point. That's a good point.
who?
That's a good point. Well, hold on. He's been the starter before who? Herbert,
Herbert, Baker, Josh
Baker,
Allen.
Josh Allen. Yeah, and these are all quarterbacks now who are,
And they're all better than him.
Well, but it's more like
it's more of like
did
a
help
mentor thing.
Yeah,
like a mentor thing. So I wouldn't be
Yo,
opposed.
why they not
I wouldn't be
messing with my
opposed.
boy Jordan Travis though?
because
I
he has.
don't know.
Well, that one that seems like there's a
Why
whole
y'all not
situation behind that one right
messing
now.
with Jordan
Yeah.
Travis though.
I mean, Jordan Travis, I feel like he's in a weird spot right now because this particular like staff didn't draft him, and he has no film, right? So he's gonna have
he hasn't even practiced.
Yeah, like he's gonna have to go out in like this preseason, and literally go 15 for 15, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns every game for him to even, like be thought about as a player on this team, So, but Woody, no, this is wild, Woody. This is wild. This is wild.
That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
This is wild. This is wild. We ain't even seen Travis play yet, man. At least we got some. At least we got some film on Fields, and we see him in situational moments. You know what I'm saying? What is it? I think. What's his name?
He's won games. Justin Fields went 4-2.
Yeah, Justin Fields has been. What are you laughing? Because bro.
Oh my God! Please, pull up who they beat, please. And what was his stats?
What is his stats? He actually didn't have bad stats.
Yo, wait. Bring up the first 5 games of the season for Pittsburgh, please. Run the tape, please.
Well, we can't run the tape right now. Yeah, I can tell you the stats.
150 in one of those games.
Man, look, Fields. He was making plays. He was making situational plays to win games. That's all. That's all I personally care about. Like
hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
He threw 156 game 1. He threw 245 game 3. He threw 312 game 4. It's not like the tape is terrible there.
The
tape is miserable.
He was doing all right the first 5 games, and he was running the ball.
He was doing all right the first 5 games because everyone played. Wait, hold on. Everyone play all right for Mike Tomlin for real. Zach Wilson will be a Steeler one day. We're gonna be like, damn, we wish. Watch. It's the Jets, bro. Stop, bro. Stop asking for that Justin Fields shit. Because you know what y'all going to be doing by week 4 on this show right here? Y'all going to say, oh, my gosh, why the fuck did we sign Justin Fields?
Nah, I would know why we signed him.
Did with Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, I would know why we signed him.
Yo, y'all really want... Hold on, y'all really want Justin Fields for real?
Look, like I said, right? Because you have 2 options. I think there are 2 paths. I think either he becomes a different quarterback and an extension of what he was last year, and you win some games, or he just goes back to where he was, fizzles out, he's trash, you lose a bunch of games, and now you're in prime position to get a quarterback next year.
Bro, the Jets couldn't move the ball to the 50-yard line with Zach Wilson. That's going to be the same thing with Justin Fields.
And that's fine.
I disagree though because Fields is more decisive in his decision making. Zach didn't know what to do. If something's not open, Fields will take off.
Hold
You know what
on.
I'm saying? That's the
Hold on,
difference.
Brent. Let me tell you
That's the
something.
difference.
Let me tell you something, Brent. Let me tell you something. Brent know me like a mug. We met on Instagram for real with this jet shit. This dude was in a draft room Zoom meeting shit with me when we drafted Zach Wilson, and the dude had a headband on. He thought he was part of the Swaggy Z movement. I told him from day one, Zach Wilson's ass, he made one throw. And that's why the Jets drafted him.
You know, Zach
Why are
is.
you so? Why are you like you are that like you're a definition of a die-hard Jet fan. Like you know
We
the
all we
Jets
all
are
we,
gonna
we,
sign
we
Justin
all we all
Fields.
die hard. We all die hard fans.
Yeah,
We all die hard fans.
we all
We all turn the
die-hard
TV
fans,
on.
but you know like you're tired of the Jets letting you down, so you're like, yeah, we're gonna get Justin Fields, so like I'm for it. Hell no, there's no need to be for it, my dog. He stinks.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
That's
But wait,
keeping it a busy.
hold on, because we can't sit here and on one hand say Justin Fields stinks, and then say we want who'd you say? You said you wanted Kirk Cousins?
you want Kirk Cousins, bro.
Facts.
Kirk Cousins not Kirk Cousins
bro.
ass too.
Never had a
Come
bad
on,
year
bro.
day in his life.
He just had a bad year last year.
No, he
Last year was a
didn't. He
bad year.
just got
He did-
he just got back from tearing his Achilles. Aaron Rodgers looked like dog
You
shit
just
when he
said,
first came back. Towards the
and
end of the
he,
year, Aaron Rodgers got comfortable.
but we
Nah,
don't
man.
know what Aaron Rodgers is gonna be next year either. Like Aaron Rodgers could
I'm
just
gonna
generally
tell
be
you what the
ass
New
next
York
year too.
Giants are gonna be. They're gonna be fired with Aaron Rodgers and Tay. Mark my
Oh
words.
shit.
Why?
Like Jalen said, Kurt curbed us a few years ago, right?
Fuck
Yeah, that's
that.
true too.
Put y'all even to the side.
He used just his leverage.
Yeah, he
He
did.
used
He
his
did.
leverage.
He did us dirty. He did us
Oh,
dirty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he did y'all not dirty. He saved y'all money. Now he's coming back to resurrect this bum ass franchise for a year.
bro, there's no way. There's no way in
Shit.
this day
Bro,
and
there's
age.
no way you're okay with
It's
going
it's
into the
it's,
season with
it's
Justin Fields. There's no way.
yes, absolutely. And this look,
No.
this league is a
And then
dual
you
threat
only got Garrett
quarterback
Wilson to
league, man.
give the ball to. You don't got
They
another weapon.
they played together in college. That's enough for me to sign Fields right there.
Yo, bro, it's a different
That's
ball
enough for me to sign Fields right
game in
there.
the NFL. There's way better schemes.
Honestly, if
Once they
anything, you don't.
take
He doesn't even
once
need
they
to.
take Garrett Wilson out the game. Hold on. Once they take Garrett Wilson out the game, who's he throwing the ball?
Garrett ain't coming
He
out the
doesn't need
game.
it. Wait, first of all, he honestly,
You're mad again.
honestly,
That's
the way I
only
look at it
he's
is
on the team.
he doesn't even need to really throw the ball. Just him and Brees in the backfield alone, you're running a crazy option offense.
That's
Oh,
insane. That's
Oh
a
my
problem for
gosh.
defenses, in my opinion. That's a problem. That's a problem. Kirk, I mean, not Kirk. Justin Fields
Nothing
and Brees.
about Justin Fields gives the defense a problem.
Oh, also, Woody
I'm
Pickens his ass
jacking it.
too. Pickens his ass. I don't care. Pickens his ass. You don't get open. I don't care. I don't care
Who?
what Pickens numbers look like. Pickens, George Pickens.
Bro, he played 5 games against bums with Justin Fields with him.
Hey man,
Did he do good against Baltimore?
I don't
Wait,
even think
did he
Fields
play a
I don't know.
division game? That's what I want to know.
probably
Did
in those
Justin
first
Fields?
picks. Probably.
Yeah, he played it. I'm not sure if he played the whole thing though. I don't think so. Yeah, no, he was there. He
I
went
know
in the
he
game
did
against
it. He
Baltimore. But he
played
didn't play.
fucking bums. He played bums.
He
You're
beat the
confident
Chargers,
Justin Fields
the
is going up
Broncos.
against
Look, listen to who he
Mhm.
beat. Listen to who he beat. The Chargers, Broncos, and the Colts too, I think.
The Raiders
The
and
Broncos
Falcons.
were
Actually,
terrible in
ironically,
the beginning
his
of the
first
season.
win was against Kirk Cousins, and he won.
Look at that. Look at that.
The irony in that.
He done
Ooh,
gave
Kirk
Kirk
Cousins
a
first
L.
came back from a torn Achilles. Yo, I can't believe how
Oh
much
my
the Jets
god.
got. Y'all bought in that yellow cages and shit.
With torn Achilles, better. Nah,
But
bro.
why but
Everyone
I
that's
don't get why we think that a guy that tore his Achilles that was ass last year is going to be better this year
Right.
at 36 years old. Like again, like same thing with Rodgers. I don't know why we think that like somehow
Aaron Rodgers was getting back to
he
himself
wasn't. He beat
towards
bums.
the
He
end of the
literally beat
year.
backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Like you gave him his best bud in Devontae, and then they just did what they did before, but he didn't really play that much better. He beat bad teams.
Yeah.
Yo, now Brent's off the Aaron Rodgers bandwagon. This is crazy what he does. Yo,
Nah,
he
look.
was loving and holding Aaron Rodgers in the band.
He's off my team.
Nah, hold on.
He's
Yo,
not here
Allen,
anymore, bro.
Yo, Allen, hold on.
He's not here anymore, bro.
2 weeks ago, he was. Hold on. 2 weeks ago, Brent was loving and praying that the Jets kept Rodgers and Tay. Now he's like, yo, it's the greatest feeling once we signed Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson.
That is the best. That is
look.
That
it's just the reality of the situation, though.
That is the best next step. The best next step, like post Rodgers.
The best next step is to trade for number
Garrett.
1 and get Cameron Ward.
Garrett.
Yes, I mean, but granted, that's a pipe dream. Like I think we have to be realistic. Like, wait, hold on, because Nick, hold on, Nick, think about this, right? Think about this, right? The Titans don't have a quarterback, right? Why would they just trade out of number 1 for nothing? They're not trading out of number 1, especially you're telling them they can't get Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter because assuming they're not doing with the Giants. Why would they trade up? Why would they trade back for a 7? And even if you said 7 and Brees, that's not enough for me. I don't even want a running back with this type of class. You're gonna give me a running back? I don't care. Unless you're offering 3 first. I don't like you gotta like yes, because like honestly, if I'm not mistaken,
2 first and Brees. Fact.
That's not happening. They're not taking that.
They're not taking that.
Not taking that. Honestly, they might take that from the Giants because it's the number 1. It's the number 1 pick in the draft. They can say whatever they want. They don't have to take anything we offer.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even get Cam Ward, bro.
I mean, that's on them.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers there.
Well, like again, like they have to want to move out right now. If they don't get Cam Ward right now, everyone says they want Abdul Carter. We aren't in position to get Abdul Carter at 7, so they have no want to trade back to 7 unless we gave them the Earth and probably some other planets as well.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like
it's not happening.
Suck, yo.
Yeah, we do suck though. That never changes. That's the one thing that does not change.
But you know how
as real fan as I possibly can.
But look, you know how we can, like even though we suck, you know how we can be watchable. Signing Justin Fields, bro. 3rd and 7. Look, 3rd and 7. Look, Nick. 3rd and 7. Look, Nick. Look, 3rd and 7. The pocket's collapsing. Who you want back there running around? Kirk,
and he runs for 7 yards.
I'm okay with it. 7 yards sounds pretty good, actually. 7 yards.
Yeah, 7. Yes, like.
Bro,
but look,
that's almost a first down.
Kirk isn't going to get that if nobody's open, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And we don't have the. You need some really good receivers for a guy like Kirk.
Yeah, come on,
like,
man.
You still have the same problem. Like outside of Garrett, like what does Kirk do if Garrett's off the field? That's your question. What does Kirk do if Garrett's off the field?
Bro, your roster is not far off, bro.
You said what?
Now the roster's not far off.
Now
the roster isn't that far off, assuming you have a good quarterback. I'll say that.
Exactly.
But there's no good quarterback option. We have to take the best of the bad options.
Yeah. And Justin Fields is the
They're
best
gonna
bad
be
option
interested
out
in
there.
Kirk. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I'm
Matter of
sure.
fact,
I'm sure.
I will
I
put
might take
money. I put money that Kirk doesn't have a good year next year.
Yeah,
I put money on it.
he'll be on the
I'll
Browns.
put money that I'll take. Who New England's backup? Yo, I'll take him before I take Fields.
Wait, say it again. Sorry, you cut out.
He said he'll
New
take
England's
New England's
backup. I'll
backup
take him before I take
before Fields.
Fields.
They don't even have a backup
New
in this.
England. He's talking about Joe Milton. I
Oh,
promise
Milton.
you,
In fact,
the Pats will never trade him to the like ever. Like again, I'd agree with you, but they're never trading him to us. That's not happening.
why not? They got Drake May.
But unless they generally thought
Drake
Milton,
May's the future of the
that's
NFL.
fine. But
Let's
why would
talk
they help?
about it.
Why would they help a division rival?
Yeah, no, Milton.
Why not?
I've had people in my DM. What do you mean why not? I've had people in my DM saying, "Why don't we just trade for Milton? Trade for Joe Milton?" I'm like, bro, you know what team he's on right now? He's not. They're not trading Joe Milton to us. Like that would be like that would be the most dumbest thing for any team to do, right?
They probably trade him if we gave him the 7th overall pick, just because wow, they can't be that dumb.
Right.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't expect.
Like a third pick.
What, third round?
Back.
Man, nah. I mean, look.
What was he, 6?
He was a 6th round pick. But he's in the division.
Depends on what else is on the table.
Yeah. Like he's in the division though, and I doubt that the Patriots even pick up the phone for us talking about Milton, because if there's even a chance that he's good, they don't want him on the Jets. Like that would be just the worst thing that they could probably even think of. So, I mean, if they're smart, you know,
if they traded him to the Jets, that's almost guaranteeing that they know he's ass.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Don't tell me y'all like that quarterback from Syracuse.
I actually don't.
God.
I said I don't.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Allen doesn't. I mean,
I've been very strong about it now. Like he reminds me a lot of Zach Wilson, honestly.
Yeah, no, he's cool. He's just, but he's played better competition. That's what I like about him more. But he's not like high up on my list, like on my board.
Brent, I gotta know who's a bad quarterback for you.
You said what?
Who's a bad quarterback for you? Because you saying everybody's all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know people are gonna be
Zach
hating
Wilson.
me. Yeah,
Zach Wilson a bad quarterback, bro.
Fact, we know that. What about Jackson Dart?
Oh my God! Hold on, real quick. If McCord's ceiling is Kirk Cousins, that is very sad. That's a very sad ceiling. I would never want to draft a guy whose ceiling is Kirk Cousins.
We acting like Kirk Cousins is terrible.
He is.
Not at all. Never had a bad year in his life.
He's never won. Has he ever won a playoff game?
I don't think
How
so.
about you worry about getting there before you worry about winning one?
My thing is, I get it, but I'd rather keep shooting for the next guy that's gonna take me through at least one playoff game. That's all I'm saying.
These motherfuckers are shooting blanks at this point because they've been shooting for a while now. They've been shooting blanks.
Bro, I'm good on Kirk, bro. I'm good on Kirk. I want
All right, what about Jackson Dart?
Dart scares me. He scares me. He does.
How the fuck does he scare you, but McCord don't?
Because McCord, he's not drawing first round, attention, right? I'm cool with taking McCord as a flyer in the 3rd round or something, right? That's cool. But Jackson Dart, he's already considered a first round quarterback at this point. But
trade back and get him.
Nah, you're not trading back and get him.
Yeah,
I don't think he gets past the Saints.
Trade up. Somebody might.
I don't
trade
think he gets
up.
past the Saints. I don't think he gets past the Saints.
Okay.
Honestly, if not, honestly, his stock at this point could be top because right now, Like I don't think anyone's fully bought in on Shador. So his stock can go as high as top 3.
Yeah, Jackson Dart to me, he has the swag and he has the moxie, but like when I was looking at
He's another baby back boy that will go cry to his mama when the New York media is killing him. I ain't dealing with that shit.
exactly, and he didn't win as much in college. You know, like he didn't play on big stages. For me, I want guys who like out of college who's played on big stages. You know, played in big games, played against like big players. Like that's what I need. You know, because
You
it
just said
doesn't.
Shador Sanders. He ain't play on no big stage.
Well, he's played on more like that's what I'm looking for, like televised.
Publicity.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, like
yeah. Colorado is highly
he's been there.
televised.
Yeah. Like he's been on stages where the spotlight was on them a lot, right? Dart, it's just like all we see is his highlights. We never really watched him like play like live. You know what I'm saying? And he was still losing. You know what I'm saying? So people just like his
I,
last name. People just like his last name.
I actually never even thought about that.
Yeah,
I
people
think
just
people
like,
just like.
oh yeah, he's a quarterback. Oh yeah, and his last name is Dart. Oh yeah, he's gonna be throwing darts. Oh yeah, that's what it is, man. That's the
No.
that's the infatuation with Dart right now. I feel like that's like 40% of it. Yeah, Dart
I
gives
think
me
I.
Zach energy. Yeah, me. Yeah, I agree, Joan. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
I'm
see it,
not.
man.
I can't
I
even.
see it.
I can
I
see
see
Can't
it
it.
even
too.
argue
Who's
against
Fact.
it.
who's he
Yeah.
played? Who's he played? I think I saw him like going crazy against Arkansas. Like, come on, bro. Name a DB on Arkansas, bro.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring that up to you about Shador Sanders. He ain't never beat no good cop. Yeah, you're not ready for that argument.
Man, you was the one that was saying you wanted Shador. I mean, I wasn't
Uh-uh.
a Shador guy.
Who me?
I said that's what the Jets are gonna
No,
do.
Nick. Nah, I
The
mean,
Jets
look,
are either gonna sign Justin Fields or draft Shador Sanders.
just yeah. I hope it's Justin Fields.
I hope not.
Wow, Justin Fields. He been in the league. That's one. That's one. Two. Um, He's played with Garrett, and I sound like a broken record right now, but Justin Fields for me and for many other Jets fans that I've been seeing checks off a lot of boxes in this time that we have right now, or like that we're in right now. Kirk Cousins, it's like are you expecting Kirk to come in here and take us to the playoffs? That's not gonna happen.
So
So
you're expecting Justin Fields to take you to the playoffs?
no, I'm not. I'm not. So if it's between Kirk and Justin Fields, you might as well have somebody who can run the ball
At
and
least
make
We
it a
got
keep.
running
problem.
backs for that, but
At least keep Garrett happy for a year.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
he's.
at least keep him happy.
he ain't
You know,
my
at
Lord
least
and Savior like y'all love him. I don't.
at
I'm
least
cool.
I
he
mean,
will.
like, you need at least one of those guys like Garrett.
Yeah, he'll at least give defenses something to think about going into playing us. Because I guarantee you, if we're playing somebody and Kirk Cousins is our quarterback, they ain't gonna be that like, it's not gonna be that much game plan around it. It's gonna be like, keep him in the pocket, blitz, because he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. See, look, yeah. See, CJ Stroud could run in college too. See, maybe Garrett is just good with a quarterback that's mobile. Maybe that's the underlying factor here, right? Garrett and
Maybe I
a
think
He didn't.
mobile quarterback, you know,
Oh, hold
might
on.
be the key.
I'm gonna say, am I going crazy? I don't. I remember JSN balling out with CJ Stroud that year. I remember
He
Garrett
was.
had a decent year.
He
I don't
was.
remember Garrett like really balling out crazier with Stroud than he did with Fields. Yeah, 1,058.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't really play. No, he balled out though.
Who? Jason?
Garrett. No, I'm saying Garrett. Garrett had, like, especially when he first got in 2020. He had, I don't know, he had bigger games with Fields than he did with Stroud.
Yeah.
And they got to the Natty together.
They got to the Natty. And yeah, like I don't know, man. I just don't think that relationship should be overlooked, in my opinion. I feel like if we
I think
get
it should. I think it should be overlooked like past 10 years.
I feel like if we get Kirk Cousins, we're gonna have Garrett Wilson reactions on the sideline, just like we saw with Aaron Rodgers looking frustrated. So really, the main reason I want Fields is to, like Alan said, keep Garrett happy. That's gonna keep Garrett happy. I don't care about who we bring in at all. I feel like Tyrod would keep Garrett happy as well too.
If you don't sign Garrett Wilson this year, you know he's gone, right?
Nah.
That's facts.
Nah, you have 5th-year option, and then you can always franchise tag.
And he's gonna command a trade before that.
Well, that's kind of the point getting Fields. You get a guy he at least has
So what do
some
you
form of
think? If
connection to.
Fields comes over there, right? And they have a bad year, you think Garrett Wilson's like, fuck it, that's my dog. We had a bad year together?
I think he has a happier time throughout the year rather than giving Kirk Cousins and you have a bad year.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think.
Like year for year, I don't know. Like regardless, like I'm not letting Garrett leave, but it's like it's about keeping guys invested throughout the whole year. I think you keep him invested a little bit more with Fields than you do with Kirk. I don't trust any guy. Like I just generally, and I think I said this a couple weeks ago, but like I don't know the last guy that had a major injury and ever really came back. Because I feel like we say this with every guy that has a major injury, and it's like, oh, he's gonna come back strong. Like OBJ was a good example. Like he had that bad injury, and everyone's like, oh, like first year, oh, that's just because it's bad. Oh, wait till next year, and then he just never came back. Like once guys have those type of injuries, they don't ever really come back from it more times than not. It's very rare, unless they're young. Who?
And
J.K. Dobbins.
Like again, rare
that's a running
situation,
back.
and he's
Running
young.
back.
Yeah, and that's what he's not 36 years old.
Yeah. And look. Would you say Kirk Cousins still has some of his prime left in him? Absolutely not.
I can't. 36?
I can't say that. 36 years old.
He's got 1 year left in him, bro.
He's got one hit left. He's got one hit left.
That's a fact.
It ain't 1 year. It ain't 1 year. It's one hit. That's all he got left.
It might be a fact.
He got one hit left.
Yeah, you might be right, but Justin Fields is one hit away from not moving out the pocket again himself.
Nah, man.
So we can argue, bro. We can do this.
Fields takes hits. He's young. He can take hits.
He takes hits.
Yes.
That boy don't be in no weight room. Put that boy to bed.
Man, look, I want you to go back, go on tonight, look at Justin Fields Steelers highlights. See how much hits he took in them 5-6 games, and got back up. If Kirk Cousins,
hold on. I will say this: that I don't want him taking any hits. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean,
Justin Fields is not
of
really.
course.
Yo, y'all
Not from
talking
his
like
Steelers
he's my
day.
quarterback already.
Yeah.
Y'all better check up on me on Monday when I get that fucking notification. Then, because if that dude
Bro,
is the next Jets
bro, you know it's
quarterback,
gonna
I'm
happen
be
right away
throwing
too.
up.
Like I think it opens at 12 p.m. on Monday. It's gonna happen right away.
It's
I
gonna
don't wanna say I
happen right
promise,
away. I know.
but it's gonna happen right away. It's just gonna be hilarious. Like,
Y'all
right
better
away,
think
bam.
of me because I might be
Honestly,
dead.
It'll be even funnier if he gets like 30 million. I think Nick actually might just
30 million.
I'm not gonna lie, I would just laugh. I would laugh. Whatever it is, it's probably gonna be inflated because of incentives. Like whatever number they throw out first, because they might say like something like, "Oh, he got a 25-year, 1-year deal," but then it's like 10
I give him 1 year. I give him
incentives.
1 year, 10 mil, 100 million fucking incentives. You win me the Super Bowl, you rat bastard. That's what I'll do. Call me crazy. I'll let them pay him 100 mil for us to win the
Now,
bowl.
now we on the Super Bowl. Now we on the Super Bowl.
Honestly,
back on
I'm
the
with
Super Bowl
you.
thing. Yeah.
I'm with
What?
I mean,
You
look.
wouldn't do that, Brent?
I said I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, no, sure.
Yeah, I'm
Why
asking
not?
Brent.
Why not? Why
I'll
not?
throw in 100 M's incentive if
Yeah.
you want me to bowl.
Yeah,
I don't care
I'll
what
take
the
it.
stats like. You got me there. You can have it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he gonna do too. You throw that incentive in there, he
That's
gonna
a
take
fact.
it. He gonna run us right to the ship.
Let him
100
do
yards,
whatever he gotta do. Sign me up.
100 yards a game, bro. Watch, he gonna break records.
Yo, so
But
y'all don't think the Jets are gonna do anything really though besides QB?
They can get a safety probably.
Tell
yeah,
me they get
I
Tim
would say
Patrick
safety.
or that other retard. I'm gonna be mad. Don't say
They're
that.
probably
dumb
gonna get
shit.
Tim Patrick.
No.
Yeah,
Who do you expect them to get?
No, why?
Who do you expect them to get?
I don't know. Draft somebody.
Yeah, they're gonna draft somebody, but Tim Patrick, that's not a draft.
Tim
No,
Patrick
no.
is gonna be a solid wide receiver 3.
Yeah, wide receiver 3-ish.
So who's
Wide
the
receiver
2?
3.
Whoever we get in the draft.
That's up to. That's only if you draft somebody first round. That's gonna be wide receiver 2. If you don't draft anybody
So you
first
don't
round.
think the Jets make any big move?
No.
See, if we had Joe Douglas, then maybe, right? But this is a whole new regime. Joe Douglas was swinging for fences, right? He was signing
And
people like,
striking the fuck out.
Yeah, he
Fact.
was striking out.
hey,
He was striking out.
hey. I mean, he was still swinging though. But with this regime, I'm not sure if we're gonna swing for guys like, you know, Stephon Diggs or I would love
The
Diggs or
Jets are gonna
Hopkins or
sign
something like
Javon
that.
Holland.
Maybe.
Javon Holland. That would be a good in division signing. Safety, like we literally have 0 safeties signed to us right now, so that's what we have to take care of first. But as
Outside
far
of
as
Justin Fields.
yeah. That's,
Outside
as
of
far
who?
as
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields
last priority.
Justin Fields number one. Justin Fields number one.
Yo, bro, this is how I'm thinking about it. Real shit. And y'all can say I'm smoking or doing whatever. But yo, on some real like right here, I think the Jets should worry about anything else besides the QB because the rest of the people, like all the QBs available right now, whether it's a draft or free agents, I think they're all on the same level. Facts.
yeah, probably yeah. You can say that. You can say that.
Like facts, bro.
Probably not wrong.
I think if you got Jameis Winston, you're like, fuck. Well, I think him and Justin Fields would have done the same.
No.
I think
I don't.
I do.
That is where
I
don't.
What have y'all seen from Fields that's so good?
What are you seeing from Jameis Winston?
Jameis, you know what his nickname is in my household? Jameis throw it down the motherfucking field, Winston. He throw that hoe.
Yeah, he throw it to the other team.
Facts, but he throw like 35 tons.
But see, we don't. But and look, I love Jameis, but we have Brees, we have Braylon. We need to capitalize on our run game, all right. And the way we're gonna do that is having Fields back there.
Yo, I'm sorry to tell y'all, Jet fans, the Jets gonna sign like Carson Wentz and really piss y'all all off.
Oh yeah, that would piss me off. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would piss me
I don't even know why you putting that in the air right now. Because if we do, bro, you banned from the show, bro.
I should be banned already because I'm gonna flip shit when they sign Fields.
Nah, you got to come back on next week, next
Yeah,
Wednesday. Just be prepared.
Bro,
yeah,
y'all
we
should
We'll,
go
we'll
on.
make a
Y'all,
whole segment just about you right after
bro,
we
y'all
sign
should
Fields.
go on during free agency for real.
Well, you don't know when things are gonna happen though.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's
Monday
gonna
that
be
shit is
like,
gonna pop off. It's gonna look like that tank fight over the weekend. Punches thrown from everywhere. Watch.
yeah. See,
Where
man,
y'all think Myles Garrett going?
Philly,
Ooh,
Philly,
What?
Philly.
Myles Garrett?
Yeah,
I don't think.
it's gonna be Philly or the Bills. I hope it's Philly.
I got Detroit.
Detroit's a good one too.
I think Philly gets Joey Bosa.
yeah, he just got cut.
Yeah, yeah, Bomber. I hope not the Bills, but um,
Yeah, I really hope not the Bills.
Why not?
I don't know. I just
Gonna make Jay
they
Fields
already
run for his life?
why not? Why not? That's not division.
Bro, the Jets are years behind Buffalo, brother.
not
I
with Justin
don't
Not
care
Fields,
really.
about
you know.
nothing.
Yeah,
Not,
you just said we were close.
If they get the QB position, go 0-16 one more
Yeah,
time.
no,
if they
Sign,
get Kirk
just
Cousins,
sign
if they,
Fields.
bro.
Go like what? What would we say? 12-5. Go 12-5. Make the playoffs.
12-5. Holy shit. Yo.
Yeah,
12
that's
and
easy.
5 with Jay Fields?
yeah,
That's
Bro.
easy.
The Jets should
Easy
sign
money.
all their young bucks this year. Sign Sherwood, Sauce, Garrett, whatever you're doing with JJ and Brees. You go 0-16 with Tyrod, you get Archie next year. Facts.
Archie's not coming here. I don't know why we keep saying that. Archie is not coming here.
Why?
I love it, but
He'll either like if we are number one pick, I can promise you he's either gonna say anyone but the Jets or he's gonna stay another year.
Bro, y'all are
That's exactly
bugging.
what Payton did. Why do we assume he's gonna do anything different than what Payton did?
Bro. Nobody is turning down to be the first pick in the draft, I don't think.
Arch would. Arch is gonna be the first. Like Arch really doesn't even have to do much. Like Arch hasn't even
Look,
played any snaps.
I like Johnny's comment. Jordan Travis QB 1 year. Facts. I like that.
yeah. Look, man, I gotta see Jordan Travis play, bro.
You ain't
Yeah.
seen Fields play. He's terrible.
I've seen Fields play. What do you mean?
Bro, he
We've
might
all
have more
seen-
picks than tutties right now. Facts.
We've all
He
seen.
he had 5 TDs and one interception last year.
I'm talking about career wise. Facts.
Oh, career wise.
Man, look,
I don't think so though. He's
I don't
improved every
think-
year.
Yo, he might have 30 picks.
He actually has 31.
Look, see, Jay Fields.
But he has
ain't
45.
it, bro.
But he has 45 touchdowns.
And how many
Passing
rushing
or total?
and how many rushing touchdowns?
Passing.
How
Passing. I don't know how many
touchdowns?
rushing. I don't know how many.
Like you want to add that into it. Those count too.
I think that's total. I think
No, that's
Allen's
no, that, no,
spiking
that's
up his
just
number.
no,
That's
that's
just
just passing.
Because
That's just
running,
passing.
he probably got a solid 20 running tuds.
He has 4 years
And those
under
are
him though.
decent numbers.
Like he had 7-year one, like passing 7-year one, 17-year 2,
You made that up.
and then 16-year 3. No, that's all. That's all. You can look it up. ESPN.
And how many picks each year?
It just every year went down. It went from 10.
Every year
so
went
he,
down.
yeah. Well, except for the second year, it went from 10 to 11 to 9 to 1.
Man, he getting better every year, man. He getting better every
getting
year.
better.
Come
every
to
year.
the Jets and shit the bed.
The man is getting better every year,
Bro,
man.
Aaron Rodgers
This
never
is
threw
when you
like
need to get
20
him.
picks in his career. I don't think he might have had 20 the first
Talking
7
about
games with the Jets
talking
this
about Aaron
year.
Rodgers. We talking about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers
Oh,
did.
so
I'm
now
talking about
Fields is better
practice.
than
We talking about Aaron Rodgers, bro.
bro. That's just the QB curse in New York, bro. Aaron Rodgers never threw 20 career picks. I don't think in his first
So
7 with the Jets. He
you know
did.
what? So yeah, if it's a QB curse in New York, we might as well have a running back playing quarterback. Then we might as well just switch it up and just have Justin Fields back there playing
Yeah,
quarterback.
just
Yo,
don't
Adam,
throw the
this
ball.
guy is
Just tell him not
straight.
to throw the ball.
I can't believe
Just
y'all
don't throw the
both
ball.
want him.
Just have a running back run around, bro. Just have a running back run around. When was the last time we had a
Bro, just imagine him and Brees in the backfield together. You don't know
Imagine
who
the
to
Jets
tackle.
really make me sick to my stomach and trade for JJ McCarthy.
That's not happening.
No, that's
I don't think the Vikings ever let him go.
That's not,
Wait, y'all would like that? Don't piss me off.
I'm just saying I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that's even an option.
I think it's an option.
I don't.
I don't think so.
Bro,
I don't
if
think.
they
I don't.
sign
I don't
Sam
think.
Darnold for like a 3-year deal, I think it's a big option.
No, that's not an option.
Honestly, it would make me want him even. Like I don't know why anyone would do it.
Yeah.
Like, why would you go trade for a quarterback, like a rookie quarterback that a team doesn't want? I mean, unless they're giving him away for free.
Bro, the Jets need to find Church and ask for Woody needs to be asked for all his sins to be forgotten.
Man, look.
Why don't we just tell Woody to keep on going?
Yeah, and look, on that note, we gonna wrap it up because we had about two and a half hours up here.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna cut this up.
We're gonna wrap it up to that. But hey, Nick, appreciate the takes and entertainment, my dog. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been
Y'all
talking
know it's straight comedy over here. Everybody hit me up. I see the IG names for real. When we sign Jay Fields, I'm gonna be dead somewhere. So
I don't see IG names.
Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure you get the link after we do sign Justin Fields, and we're gonna run this clip back.
Yo, this the same dude. Remember, he thought Keon Coleman was a great sign and ask him about it. I'm out though.
No. It's not. It wasn't Keon Coleman. It was what was that wide receiver?
That was his name. No, not Keon Coleman.
Keon Cole.
Yeah, Keon Cole.
I like Keon Cole.
No, he's still going about. Yo, bro, the dude was
Keon
making his
Cole.
team. He was in my DMs thinking he was like Randy Moss for real, bro. This is how the Jets got him.
No. I said he was a great wide receiver too.
Like
we didn't even have a wide receiver one that year. No, I didn't. We didn't have a wide receiver one that year. It was Elijah Moore, Barrios, and Keelan Coleman. Keelan Cole.
Yeah, it was Keelan Cole.
Yeah. I mean, look, yeah, that's over and done with. He did have one crazy one-hand Moss snag though, so I ain't even, we ain't got
to talk about
one.
That.
Yeah,
he did that one.
Man, I'm out, yo. Holla at
we
me
ain't
when
gonna
we
talk about
sign
that,
stupid
man.
ass Fields.
Yeah. At least you know.
I'm a Jet fan. I'll
here.
still be repping the Fields jersey, but that's gonna be bad
we know.
work.
We know. He gonna wear number 7 too. What?
Every time he win, I want you to be on here.
Yeah. We're gonna bring you on for however many
he
touchdowns.
Needs to wear number 2 or 1.
He can't wear number 1.
And he can't wear number 2.
Yeah,
and he
Sauce got 1. I forgot about that.
Tyrod got 2. He might wear 4. Tyrod.
Tyrod. Fuck Tyrod.
Who the fuck is Tyrod?
Why he got a Debo Tyrod's number when he's gonna have 4? He's gonna have 4 available. 7. No. Hassan Reddick was wearing number 7 last year. So Hassan going 7 is there. 4 or 7. 4 to 5. It's gonna be number 4 thrown to number 5. Watch.
Give him 12.
Yeah, no. That one's buried underneath the net, like underneath the stadium.
Break the
Yeah,
curse.
yeah. But all right,
Break the
Nick.
curse. Give him 12.
All right, Nick.
I got
Man. Yeah.
Whew.
But yeah, man. It was a good stream tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming on. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, subscribe and everything. Yeah, Bomber. Appreciate you coming on, man. June, Woody, Nick, everybody that was up here interacting with us. We appreciate y'all. It's gonna be a very exciting off season, I feel like, for us, especially to see what this new regime uh does. So, you know, it's gonna be exciting. What are your final words,
Yeah.
Alan, for the night?
Yeah, we're gonna be back next week.
Yep.
Hopefully talking about the field signing, and
Yeah.
then Nick gonna be back here probably explaining why he don't like it.
Yeah.
But
It is what it is.
I think it's all good vibes all around.
Yeah.
At the end, there's no point in stressing out about any of this stuff until you actually see the team play.
Mhm.
It's way too early to call anything a bad move. So right now we just kind of have to see how it goes and take it from there. Because scheme.
Sure.
There's so many factors that go into it: scheme, coaching, just how hard players are playing. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Like I said earlier in this live, this is the time where Jets fans it becomes a civil war. You know what I'm saying? So but look, at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? And we all want the same thing at the end of the day, right? So yeah, with that being said, I hope we go into this free agent period Monday with some good news. I hope we're making moves, and I hope the moves we make are the right ones for sure. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, man.